Hey, what's happening, Patty? Sally and Sue? No, let me stop. How y'all doing? Hey, Crystal. Hey, Betty. What's happening? I hope y'all doing well. I just told you guys I'm going to start popping in oddly here and there just to see what's happening. And I've been supporting everybody and going to check everybody else out and, keeping it moving. I hope everybody is doing all right here. Shout out to Crystal's Adventures channel. Shout out to Pre-Retirement Days, Comfort Foods, and More channel. There's my girl right there. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I hope it's all good up out in this YouTube world, y'all. I tell you, this is supposed to be something that we can come and chill with and enjoy each other and really form some serious business here, y'all. Because I'm telling you, tomorrow is not promised, so we got to do it moving. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it moving. There's so much that's going on that we don't even know what's going to happen from minute to minute. Less more than 5 minutes from now. No, let me stop. It is hard though out here. It's hard. And get with some good folks and you stick to it. That way you don't feel like you're falling and you're sliding and you're caught up with the wrong crowd. You stay with people you know that's rocking steady. You rock steady. That, get lost in the sauce. Oh my God, yes, get up there. I hope everybody is doing well. We are chilling back. Work is closed down in the crib. Everybody else is back. Relaxing, no stress, no strain. Everybody that's popping up is feeling good. And I hope y'all doing the best y'all can, because everybody got different type of stuff going on out here in the world. So we'd just be glad that we are still here and able to be some of the ones that's rocking and rolling out here, y'all. For real, for real. And I got a few channels that I'm running myself that I'm trying to, keep up with and show respect. While I'm doing a little something over here, I got my sister Lynn. I want to hear her.
My front page. Boy, my hair is puffing up as I sit here. Thank you for the 27
That's my sister Lynn, y'all. Don't forget to keep her in your mind.
Now,
hold her up in prayer and support.
Over 50.
There she go. Love it. Let's love it. Let's love it. I hope all is well with everybody. Got a lot of people that's over here trying to be real silly on one of my good Judy's channels. And I'm just trying to make sure I help her out well, because there's a lot of people that had to get shut down. This is a mess out here on this YT land. I tell you, so much ugly is coming out of people. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better, y'all. Everybody gonna sit back here, and it's not the same as when you watch the ball drop for New Year's. You know what I mean? That's an exciting situation, honey. But when you sit here and watch the Lord come collect His good people, and you ain't one of them, that's when you're gonna have something to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? That's when that's when it goes boom, tickety, boom, boom. See, this little threshold of stuff that we doing right now ain't gonna be nothing when the big man come through. Everybody can keep playing with it, but watch and see. I guarantee you. Just like when Noah was building the ark, and he tried to go around telling people to, get themselves prepared and who are real believers and true to God, that this is going to happen this day. Once we get in, once this door closed, it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. You got these clowns laughing, making fun of them, thinking stuff is funny. Everybody was chilling, just chilling. All of a sudden, it started raining. Now, they were used to a certain amount of rain. You know how it is when you live somewhere, you know how the weather do, even though now in 2024, this is so daggone bipolar that we can't even see straight. But what I'm saying is, and I don't mean that in a joking way to say nothing negative towards anybody with any mental health concerns, because every little thing I say, I got like 4 or 5 people that's like, rabbits chomping on carrots, trying to find some fault with the true reality or cliches that somebody say and want to take it all the way to the left. But see, they can't take me to the left unless I want to rock to the left. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, he told them, whoever wants to come, who's true believers, get ready. Nobody paid attention. It started raining. Everybody thought they was fine because they're used to a certain type of rain. Well, it started getting higher and higher. And guess what happened? They're going trying to run around the ark. The ark is sealed. Even if it hadn't moved yet, it's sealed because whoever's on there is supposed to be on there. And that's exactly what happened. What was left behind? Sinners and non-believers. Sinners and non-believers. You understand what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Because now it's our turn. You got to remember, all of the people that lived hundreds and hundreds years ago, years and years ago. Oh, thank you so much. All of the people, hey, what's up, brother? I'm checking you out too. All the people that lived hundreds and hundreds years ago, they're dead and gone, but now it's our turn. You hear me? Now it's our turn. We are the new ones in line, and now it's our turn to pass the test. You see what I'm trying to tell you? See, we can all sit back and read all these stories and, yeah. I said, it ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. You get what I'm saying? It's our turn now. So what we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do? Because do anybody know what our options are? See, we knew what was going on. She said, yes, ma'am, yes, Betty, woo. And the rapture happened. Yes. And when the rapture happens, it will be the Holy Spirit here to reign full. Yes, thank you. Ooh, Betty, I need you. Please, Betty, keep on speaking, sweetie. Preach. That's what I'm talking about. Do people understand? We the people now. You get what I mean? Because we wasn't alive before. You get what I'm trying to say? It wasn't our turn yet. You see where I'm coming from? It wasn't our turn yet. Now we're here. And this is the rapture time. And I tell you, God is coming with rewards. You know, when this stuff happened, like with Noah's Ark and all these different times in the Bible, that was to weed out the evil people, the non-believers. So with us now, do anybody know what our options are going to be? We're not going to be Adam and Eve in the garden. You know what I mean? Noah's Ark situation. It's a whole different ball game now. You know why? Because we've had fair warning to get it together. And we can't keep playing this game just because God is forgiven that we can keep on sinning. We got to be on point and be ready to rock and roll at any time. And you have to know that you know. And people don't understand because a lot of folks got so much family, whether it be, little young kids and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about big grown folks that have the choice to have a relationship with God and collect their salvation. You understand what I mean? We have a choice to follow and be ready and live it every day, no matter what our circumstances is. And I know that's better said than done because a lot of people here are passing away. A lot of people are sick. There's a lot of different stuff that's going on. But the point I'm trying to make is that, are you ready? Are we ready? Because it looked like a lot of folks is taking this thing for some kind of joke. and it's a temperamental situation, or where they feel like being bothered, when they feel like doing something about it, and this thing gonna pop, and you'd be surprised at how many people ain't gonna be where you think they are, because they have a way of putting up these false fronts as if they're true believers, but at some point the mask is coming off. You understand? Everybody ain't gonna be what you think they're gonna be. Everybody ain't going where you going. You better declare your salvation and get your mind right. You can't get saved for your 23-year-old son or 15-year-old grandchild. At some age, at some point, at whatever age they are, they got to get there themselves. They got to behave, because remember, what was it? Jesus, I think it was 12. I don't want to say the wrong thing, y'all, because there's so much stuff to try to hold in the Bible in your mind, and then live life and resist the evil that you get, mixed up with a lot of different stuff. But I just like to say that you got a family member 35 years old. I don't give a damn if you got somebody that's a mama that's 90. If she ain't got herself right, there ain't nothing you can do with that. That is not your battle. Do you understand what I'm saying? All this evil is about to go boom, tickety, boom, boom. We have to be aware of our surrounding, how we living, how we getting down, how we treating people, what's happening here. You can't come see. The thing is, people don't understand that you can't keep on sinning and expect the Lord to uphold that, because what's going to happen is He's going to do it for you. Of course, God is very forgiving, but He's going to keep doing it for you quite a bit. And at some point, you're going to get too greedy with that. And you ain't going to know that your time is up, and you're going to play your own self like a fiddle. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a game. And when you talk like that, people act like you crazy, but at the same time, they see that this stuff is happening in the world, and they still think that, well, I got tomorrow, I got 5 minutes from now, I'm going to wait and do this, I'm going to wait and do that. That ain't, it's not our world, y'all. It's not our world. We don't have full control over God's world. We have to sit back and let God be God, because it's going to go on whether we resist against it or not. So it's up to us to plan out where we want to be. And a lot of people don't understand that it's not going to keep being a moment of stalling, restarting and stalling. It's going down, and it's not going to be no more options to play no game with it. And see, the thing is, we all have free will to make the choice that we want to live right. So when this rapture and all of this stuff happen, we know where we're going to be. And I know I do. And you can't get saved for your husband, your kids. Everybody has to be in accordance with the word of God to be able to make it to the golden gates. People don't understand the gates to heaven are short and narrow. Many are called, few are chosen. You want to be the one left out because you live foolishly and squandered your salvation around here, clowning, thinking everything is a joke, not having no respect for God and His word until you need something. What are we planning on doing here as people, as decent people? How could you just get by here and think that you can just keep running over God and do what you do and don't have no care in the world until something bothers you? Then you know who He is. Then you want something. Then you're running trying to beg and fall and plead for stuff. Well, why aren't you doing it anyway? You know, when times is going in your favor. You know what I mean? You know Him. You love Him. How many people have you heard to say, Jesus, God, that always ran around and said that they were atheists and things of that? You understand what I'm talking about? A lot of people don't understand that because they don't care. And I keep saying, be ready. But if you don't plan on going nowhere and you want to continue to just stay here, you know what? Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I wish you the best. There she go. Hey, Alvy, how you doing? Thank you so much, beautiful sis. I am in and out of your live. You popping over there, girl. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you. I hope you are doing well. channel is rocking, my darling. Got it going on, sis. Big shout out to you. Big shout out. And I'm glad that everything has been going well for you, sis. And I hope you continue to prosper because you deserve it. And you are an awesome person, and I am so glad that we are YouTube sisters and a whole lot more. I thank you, girlfriend. And I hope everything continues to work out for you, my dear. What's happening, Lorraine? How you doing, Lorraine? I appreciate you stopping by. I thank you so much. I hope everything is going good for you. Shout out to Lorraine. Thank you, my dear. Keep your head up. Know God is in control. Know that you are valuable. Know your worth. Especially out here with a lot of us as women. Always know your worth. Always know your worth. Because sometimes we get caught up in some things that, you get tricked. And I want you to know that it's all good. Hey, Eileen, I just got through saying hi to you over there. Did you see me? How you doing, boo? Hey, boo. Hey, girl. What's happening? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping in. You are awesome. Beautiful people out here. Eileen Cruz, shout out to you and your channel, my dear. I hope everything is going well for you. And I appreciate all of you guys for popping in, saying hello, enjoying life. Thank you so much. And I, wish you guys' channels the biggest success out here. That you guys are growing and getting what you need. But remember, any of us, I don't know what everybody here believes in, but we always have to put God first place if we want any kind of success. Because I think a lot of people don't realize that you're only where you're at because of God. And it doesn't matter just because you feel that you're working hard. You can't work nothing unless God give you that regimen to do it. Hi, Sable. Bless up to you and your channel. Sable's music videos, how you doing? Wishing you the best, hoping you have a relationship with God so that you know, because I think a lot of us is running around here, it's just like this. Excuse me. You can have a long, hard day at work, right? And you're working your butt off, right? But you don't take the credit for that. No, sir. You don't take the credit for that. That's all, that's God. Hey, girlie, how you doing? That's all God. You take credit for nothing. Because any type of thing that you have going on in your life, God is orchestrating all of that. He's the beginning, the middle, the end, the all, the everything. There's no one greater than him. There's no one over him. And until we realize that, we're going nowhere fast. And I keep trying to tell people that you can't do it without him. He already knows what you're going to do before you do it. There's no need to pretend that you got it going on if you don't know God. Because, what's given can easily be taken away. You feel me? And believe that and know that. No matter what is going on can easily be taken away. Always keep that in mind, because I think we get a little bit too far ahead of ourselves and we run around here like this is some kind of game in life. That's why I keep saying too, this is a business for a lot of people on YT, but are you really living it through what God is providing for you, or are we just running down for money and a bunch of fake friendships and promises and just chasing the money and don't have no kind of respect or loyalty towards God? Because that's who's running this. It's not you. You may think it because you're doing a little part of this. So you feel that, you big balls because you're doing a little bit of this. Oh, I worked 12 hours. Oh, I did this. You ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. Do you know how much God is holding up? The whole entire world, universe, planet, everything. So this little bit we run around here mumbling and bumbling and thinking we cute and we doing something. You ain't doing nothing. Murmuring, complaining, always backbiting, upset all the time. You know what God is going through to keep all of this balance for us? Do anybody know? Does anybody take that serious? Does anybody give him back some of the glory that he's blessed us with? Because there's a lot of people that are not really taking this thing serious. They think that they're running the show and that they are in control of everything and that they made everything happen and don't even give him no thanks and praise. And I got so many people that I hear that are so quick to call him out as soon as they need something, but the majority of their time they've ignored him. Yeah, exactly. Disconnected. And a lot of them they live disconnected until they need something. And that's the whole problem with a lot of this stuff. People live disconnected, and then as soon as they need something, they want to holler out at him. But that's not how it's supposed to go down.
What I'm gonna read. You ready? It says, people live disconnected until something happens that grabs them somehow. They have to turn to God. That's not living a godly or a Christian life. It's a desperate kind of life.
See? That's what I'm saying. People are not they're not taking this serious. It's gonna get there though. You watch. You keep running around here clowning and thinking you all that and super this and super that. I promise you, when this thing start going down, anything that you think that you have experienced in life that was hurting bad, that hurted you bad and is painful, you sit here and keep living without God. And when this thing get ready to drop, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. If you didn't believe before, you're gonna believe then. And it may be too late though. The rapture is now. The rapture is coming. He's coming with his wages. If you don't take advantage of the reality of the world that we're living in and know that Satan hates you, he don't want to see you win. So anytime you give yourself up to some man, to some job, you better start putting God first place. A lot of that energy that we dedicate to the wrong people, and I don't mean just men, women too, hanging with a crowd, around shady people and trying to please the flesh opposed to having a relationship with God, you're going to feel where it's coming from. This is what I'm talking about. We all need to know what time it is, because it's all falling apart. This is why I said with this aggressiveness out here, we better slow down. I don't know if anybody's listening, but I know that I'm trying to appeal to God's people. You understand what I mean? Not these bobbleheads out here that's floating around and thinking life is a game. I am trying to appeal to folks that are really true believers and walkers. And have something to lose. You get what I'm saying? Not that these fly-by-night people that's running around here clowning and jumping around here like this is some kind of game and not respecting God and not taking advantage of having opportunity for eternity. You know what I mean? It's just this fly-by-night stuff. And it seems like, I don't know what happened to folks, but it seems like a lot of people really are up for sale. You know what I mean? They don't even care about nothing. You're up for sale. And when I say that, hey, Sydney B. See, this is somebody else here that's not in the thing, but you know what I'm saying? You're up for sale. Well, what does that mean? You're selling yourself out. That's what I mean. You're selling yourself out because you don't have no loyalty to God. If you're running around here doing this kind of stuff, people don't understand that the way you conduct yourself on your channel shows a lot about your personality because of the fact that you're running and you're chasing money. You're not chasing God. You're chasing money and fake believers and phony people. That's what's happening here. Pay attention to your spiritual life and how you reflect yourself out here in front of other people. Represent God, because ain't nobody else doing it for you but him. You may get around here and think you're doing a little part in this, but you're lucky that he's giving you a job, the life in you to do the job. You know what I mean? That's what's important here. And I see somebody named Cindy B. Cindy B. How you doing, Cindy? I see you there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Let me say hi to you because I see you stand in the back. It's, that's what you want to do. I want you to know I recognize you, and I see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope is good for you. But I hope that anytime you pass through this way, you already know what time it is with me. Everybody know. I'm not here to play no games. I think that when we get out here, and a lot of people keep trying to tell me that, if you get on YouTube, make sure you be careful about, don't talk too much. The religion channel, now, honey, let me tell you something. God's God's world, God rules. You understand what I'm saying? God's word is free. So anytime you get on YT and you are worried about what people are going to think about you because you're serving the Lord, or if you're worried about making some money that you can't make because you're serving God, then you're a fool. And you will lose every time. Because that's not how you're supposed to look at this. God is greater than your newborn baby. And that's an innocent child, but the child was born into sin if they live in this world. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you're married and got a husband. I don't care about none of that. You understand what I'm saying? If you are in this world, you're not going to live and never experience hurt and pain. And the only way to get through the suffering of any kind that we have to deal with in this life is to have a relationship with God. And He's going to show you how to get through these things. And I tell you, I'm talking like this, but I'm a believer. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a believer. Is it Marilyn? Maylin? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming. We all really got to pay attention to how we present our spiritual life, because a lot of people get on here and they're just running through craze, but they're not experience the glory of God the right way because they don't care. They're not really in it to experience anything. They just want stuff. And then they also don't realize or don't care that you have to do the work yourself. It can't just be somebody doing that for you. Hi, how you doing, RD Vlog? Thank you for stopping in. I hope you are doing well. I really appreciate you. But we all have a part in this thing here. We can't just sit back and just expect, it to rain on me. You're not a stripper. You understand? Everybody ain't a stripper. Ain't nobody gonna rain down nothing on you. You got to earn it. You know what I mean? A lot of folks think it's all out here. Yeah. No, it ain't. Just watch. And too, when a lot of people get to their lowest moment in life, they may have a little twinker of consideration to give some love back towards God. But for the most part, what they do is they tap in right quick and bear their soul out just to get something. And then they go right back to what they were doing and not having no kind of respect or relationship with God once it's all over and done with. Meaning they're back well, or they got what they need. Oh, my car's broke. I pray for my car. I want a living room set. I want this man to come in my life. I want a woman. I want a baby. I want this. I want that. And then once they get it, they go right back as if God don't exist anymore until they need something else. And this has been a thing that keeps going around and around. And when I speak about this stuff, it's because I'm human. I've lived in the world, and I've done that. And you never know, it could happen again. Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate your time. Keep rocking. Keep rocking. Do your thing. Amen, sister. Preach. We already know what this is. This is why I keep saying to y'all, please, this is all we want to do is bring as many people to heaven as possible. Shoot, I'm at the point that even if I didn't make it, I definitely, want to put the best foot forward for another brother or sister out here. And once again, it ain't about what our race is, nationality, skin color, bank account. None of that has to do with serving the Lord. Because a lot of people may see each other as just a color, but God doesn't see us that way. And until we, for ourselves under His mighty hand, we're never going to be at peace. because you notice that he'll keep coming at you and coming at you. But after a while, he's going to let you fall on your own sword. And we all know that we are lucky to be able to have free will, but we don't utilize it properly. You know what I mean? We all have free will, but when you don't utilize it properly, you end up basically spending most of your life working for the devil. And a lot of people don't seem to understand what that means, but just think about what you're doing every day. Think to yourself personally. Am I really here serving God? When is the last time I did something for somebody else? When was the last time I just gave God thanks and praise because he is God, not just because he done something for me? You get what I mean? See, that's prayer. Listen, Miss Lynn. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that it's not about, I just thank God my car got fixed. I thank God I'm getting married. I thank God. That's not what it is. It's not just about thanking him because he gave you something. I mean, you are grateful when he gives you something, but that can't be all that you're thanking him for. You have to thank him when you're up, you're down, in between, when you're broke, when you're hungry. When you feel like you ain't got nothing left to go on for. You got to thank him at those times. Not just because the cards is in your favor or because he done something for you. A lot of us are so quick, and I hear so many people, they'll be going off crazy and then say thank God, and then with that same tongue, if something go wrong in the next 5 minutes, they're right back acting a fool again. You got to get it meditated down in your soul. And I'm telling you, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I do it. I know. I'm a fool. I'm a sinner. He's been working on saving a wretch like me. I know what this is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's every day. Even with me earlier, I was sitting here, and I don't want nobody to misunderstand me, and I'm not, embarrassed. I don't have no foolish pride, but I was just sitting here saying, maybe I need to stop doing YouTube again. And this is like the third or fourth time I've said this, and I said it because I feel like there's certain content that I want to provide, but I can't execute it properly because I don't know how to do a lot of this technical stuff. And I got family here, obviously it will help me with anything that I need, but that's not the point. And it's not that I have foolish pride, because they know I'm past that. It's just that I don't want to keep having, I'm upset with myself that I can't do certain things. Now, obviously, I'm practicing a lot of things and trying to learn, but at the same time, I feel a little bad sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that I'm losing my faith, that I'm falling apart, that I'm bugging out, and maybe it is for me to step back for a while. You get where I'm coming from? And it don't mean that you gave up. It's because sometimes you need to take a break from certain things and maybe readjust it and go back and check again with yourself. Sometimes that happens to us, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm just looking at it for what it's worth. I just want to be able to be honest with myself, because a lot of times, when you talk to people that are into church deep and stuff, anytime you say something that's the equivalent of being human in the normal process of life, oh, that ain't right for you to be talking. If you believe in God, you shouldn't be saying no kind. Are you crazy? Do you know that this is a test? What do the people be thinking when they get so wound up into their little bee's nest to where they don't understand? Now, there's a difference between if you got somebody that is that really needs you to lift them up, or they really going on the down tanker, and you know that what they're saying is like really off the wall. But for somebody just to tell you, I'm not feeling good today, and I just, felt like I want to change something in my life, that has nothing to do with you losing your faith or your perspective on what's going on. Sometimes it could be even God telling you, well, maybe you need to take a step back. It could be that for a good reason, a setup for a comeback. And then also it could be me not realizing that maybe this is what I'm doing right now, just got the gift for gab and up here talking and spreading God's word and sharing a whole lot of other different stuff verbally. Maybe that's what my place is supposed to be on YT. You get what I mean? But it's up to me to figure it out, and not for anybody else to get upset with me or think I'm bugging out or I done fell off and da-da this and da-da that. Sometimes it ain't about that. Sometimes you have to know when, what time it is. And a lot of people live, in denial about certain things because of the fact that they don't face up to their truth. You can't just always stay positive and have no kind of experience on what it's like to feel sad, what it's like not to have, because those are all the things that we have to learn in the trials and tribulations to live this thing called life. And if we don't go through that, we can't get to nothing, because we got to go through something to get to something. And with that being said, this is the world that we live in, and we have to choose the right way to live. If not, it's all for nothing. And it's sad too, because a lot of us, we sit here and we allow stuff to go on that we could do something about before it gets at its wit's end. And a lot of times people don't seem to understand that you do have a whole lot more control over stuff than what you think. But if you're not trying to put your part in and do, because that's the thing too, that a lot of us are lazy Christians or non-Christians, and we sit back here and we want God to make it rain on us, but we're not doing our part though. We just want everything that we decide we want to have, that we have to have what we want. If not, we're up when we're up when we get what we want, then we're down the next minute, then we're going through doubt and then doubting and back doubting, and then as soon as you get what you want, because it's obvious, we all know that anytime that you go through something in your life, you're supposed to feel bad, and it happens, but at the same time, you can't flip your switch off and on about how you feel about God if he ain't doing what you want, not what you need. Because see, that's one thing, even with the real parent, a parent or a caregiver or any person that's doing something right in life, I don't care if you're man or woman or whoever, whenever you're doing something right, you're doing it because it's right. Hello, Crafted by Three Roses. How you doing, my dear? I dropped your link earlier, but you had left off already. It took me a minute because I needed somebody to help me do it. Just like you probably don't know how to do it, me either. So I had to get somebody else, but I thank you so much for coming back in, and I appreciate you. But yeah, I just keep saying that over and over again. We cannot just call on God, get what we want, and then go back to acting a fool, because it's going to always be want. This thing is going to keep going around and around until this thing drops. So we can't live like that on the edge to where we know him when we need something. Or when we pray to him, we're only praying just to thank him for something that we got, instead of praying to him to thank him for who he is and what he's doing in our life. And I keep telling people that God works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't get what that means. But you got to realize that, like I was just saying, to any good person out here in the world that is doing something good, you got to remember, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it just to get something? Are you really here to help somebody? Are you doing this because it's the right thing to do? What are you spreading this love out here that God told you to? Are you following his direction? Really, what's really good? Because I know there's a lot of people like to do stuff, and they like to do stuff for show. Like they want to try to make a big gesture to make it look like they're serving God, so that they can have a crowd of people applauding them as if they're doing something for God, but in actuality, they're trying to please mankind and don't even really care about God until they need something else. And see, people got to remember, it's always going to be something else. So if you don't realize that, you're done anyway, because that's going to keep being a situation that comes around and around. Like you on a merry-go-round. If you're on a merry-go-round, you know that it only goes round and around. Round and around she goes. Where she stopped, nobody knows. So that's going to always be that. And so you got to figure the next time. Then the next time, and the next time. Oh, yeah, and the next time. Hey, Jazz, thank you so much. I'm on your spot right now. Thank you. I appreciate you, my dear. Always there. One of them good people that come on, say your piece. You're not worried about trying to subscribe to everybody's channel and coming by just to get some views off of other people. You do the hard work to build your channel. I appreciate you and I thank you. You are awesome. That's how I am. I'm slow and steady. I'm not going to run and act like I'm friends with somebody just to get on their channel to see, oh, well, every time I go over to her channel, she got the same people, so they must be good people. Let me subscribe to them. Then you got somebody to run around like a genie in a bottle that keep going to every person that you have in your life that they don't even know just to use you. And a lot of these people don't necessarily want that connection, so we have to be careful. But anyway, like I was saying, don't do stuff just to get something. Because you know what? There's so many people out here that put on this front of they want to make sure a crowd see them helping out this person or that person to put on the scene so you can say, oh my gosh, you are such a good person. Oh, you should have seen what Betty did. Oh, you should see how so-and-so. You know what? You ain't getting nothing from that. That's like a dried up raisin. Ain't nothing coming to you for that. Sit down somewhere. It's the sickness. The sickness. When you do that, he already sees what you're doing, and you're setting yourself up for failure, because anytime you get out here and try to mock God and play a whole bunch of games, he sees you, and you're going to have to deal with that. That's what people don't understand. It's coming back around. Alvy. It's all coming back around to you. So you might as well go ahead and live any kind of dysfunctional, crazy life you want. But I tell you what, don't use God to do it. Because I feel that if a person is out here and acting a fool anyway, it ain't no need to try to use God in that to manipulate people, because you make it worse on yourself when you use his name in vain. And a lot of people don't seem to take that seriously either. And then they wait until everything falls apart, and then they come running. But see, that's the thing. There's not going to be no more chances and no more do-overs. This thing is going down now, and I wish folks would get an idea of what we're talking about, so that fall don't have to be so hard. Because who would want to go somewhere and live suffering for eternity? Okay, sis, you take care, and thank you so much, my dear. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Rest easy and bless you pre-retirement. Shout out to your channel, my dear. Have a good one, okay? And I'll see you. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. It depends on if everybody keep coming by, just out of respect and enjoying folks' company. But I got a early start of a whole lot of stuff I got to do myself. But I thank you, my dear, as always. I appreciate you, your friendship. That good food. I got to put that in there. Have a good one, dear. But yeah, y'all, let's get started. That's why I want to keep saying a lot of this stuff, because I want whoever comes through, I don't care if I say it 50 million times, I want people to come through to hear me, so that they can take something from this and maybe have a better chance at what they need to be doing. You know what I mean? And even with me, like I said, even though I speak about a lot of this stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, I am making as many mistakes as I am speaking on it. That's because I'm human and I'm keeping it real. I promise you that. This ain't a game. Nothing's being played over here. I am speaking all of this stuff, and everything that I'm telling you is something that I struggle with in my life on a regular basis. But you know what? I don't give up. That's the whole thing. I get down, I get back up again. I get down, I get back up again. And that's the whole point of getting yourself together the way you should with God, is you make your mistake and you own up to it, and you get up and you try again. The only time it doesn't work out for you is when you give up. You know what I mean? And the only time you fail is when you stop trying. So with that being said, keep going. That is the only way that you can assure that you're going to be successful and that you're going to get somewhere, is by trying, keep going, keep loving, keep being who you are. If you don't know what to do, you feel like you're backed up in a corner, that's all you have to do is ask God to help you, and just keep doing good. Whatever you know that's good, keep doing good, and I promise you, you're going to be all right. But when you lay back here and try to want God to do everything for you, and you don't try to make a move to do nothing on your own, it doesn't work that way. You're going to prosper slow, very slow. Think about all of that and keep in mind that God wants you to get up off your butt and do your part too. And until you do that, ain't nothing else gonna happen. And I'm looking at so many of these people, and half of these people that's running around here joining in these cliques as fake as I don't know what, and they just running behind, chasing the coin down, and the friendships have to be real. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just was commenting on your live again too, and I see you over at Joel and Spike too. But yeah, I just want y'all to know that you can begin. You can start now. You can start right now, making that change and being that person that you want to be right now. It's never too late. Right now, you can turn it all around and stay from this point on. Give him all the glory. Tell him that you are ready to change your life and go on with it. And don't be afraid, because you may make mistakes, because you will. That's a given. You will make mistakes. And that's not what it's all about. Long as God sees you try, you're going to get somewhere right off the bat just from that alone. Remember that. Just keep that in mind. As long as you keep going, putting him first place, he's going to always make sure you win and you stay in your lane with what you're supposed to do. Because I know I've had a lot of times. Oh, thank you, Bird. That's so sweet. I've been in your live all a while. I don't know if you've seen how many times I comment, but you know, if I got anybody's back, you know I got you, bro. You know I got you, bro. I mean, I care about everybody on here, and you know that, but you know if I got anybody's back, I got your back. And I promise you one thing, I'm going to keep it real with you. If you were around me physically, I'd treat you the same way. And you would know that you're honored and appreciated. Because that's how I get down. I am loyal to no fault. I promise you. I know I'll be over here yappering around and stuff, but I promise you I don't mean no harm towards nobody. And everybody's valuable to me. I don't care what they got for money, what they don't have, race, gender, it doesn't matter. One love. One love. And I do this stuff because I care about people. And I'm going to keep on keeping on. Because I feel that we're all onto something good here. And we keep going and going. And the more you go, the more you grow. You know, Rome wasn't built overnight. Keep that in mind, y'all. Don't let nobody stop you from your success and your victory. Keep winning. And those are the thoughts that I have in my head, but also I only speak half of this stuff because I'm struggling myself. This is the whole thing that it's all about for me, is trying to accomplish goals and stuff, because I can honestly tell you that a lot of this stuff is better said than done. But see, as long as you're willing to try to do it, it usually works out pretty good for you. I know it does for me. As long as I keep trying to do right, even don't matter it doesn't matter if I have hard times, fear and doubt, as long as I keep going, I win. And I promise you, it's amazing to have that. And boy, does it feel good. And even right now, while I'm doing this live, I'm still in other people's lives. And I will always rock with other people no matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what it is. I will always be here holding people up just the way I'm holding myself up, because that's the best way to be out here in this life. You can't live this, live in this world or this life and not respect our brothers and sisters. We all have to be accountable for what's going on out here. Cast our care, love on one another, because, we all want blessings for our family and stuff, so we should give blessings to others. Because I'm telling you, it ain't no joke. All this stuff is serious business, and if you get out here You get lost, you try to find God, get yourself back on track. I'm telling you, get yourself back on track because this ain't gonna all be for nothing. I'm telling you, you don't want that to be that way. You do not want to go down and say all this is for nothing. He said, oh, this is why I don't know what to do with Bert, child. I don't know what to do with this guy. This guy is something else, honey. This guy is something else. I don't even know. You don't see that these kind. My goodness, man, you is something else. You is something else, boy. This is absolutely fantabulous. I don't know what to say because this stuff here is amazing. For people to rock with each other like this beyond a reasonable doubt, you know. People to hold on and love on each other in this kind of way is amazing because you see, with being hugged like that, it's insane. Just pray that everybody, gets to where they want to be. You know what I mean? And I was listening to you, Bert. I don't know if you're still around because I know you doing your thing and you got work tomorrow and all that. But I like when you said that Black Widow is on her way, and you'll spread your attention a little bit more towards some other folks and help them get to where they're trying to go and keep rocking. And see, that's how I am too, because we're not going to never stop being there for folks. But sometimes, you get some of them and you help them along. And then you got the ones that need a little bit more extra help, and you do it. I'm just looking at this here too, because I know I've been blabbering my mouth for a good while, and I'm in one of my girls' lives here. Let's see if she's still popping it. Looks kind of crazy over here. They're looking kind of dark, so I don't know. Hey, Charmaine, how you doing? I didn't even see you pop up, girlfriend. What's happening? What you got going on, chick? How are you? How are we? Thank you. You are always there, too, and I come see you, girl. And that's what I'd like to be able to say, and I'm sure Bert probably can say the same thing, and many other people. But there's not really anybody, unless it's somebody new, that comes to visit me that they can say I don't come see them, because I spread the love right back. You give me a hug, I give you one even bigger. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind, that we all are here and we all rocking for each other. We're all here to serve in this life. And please, y'all, whatever you do, don't leave God out of anything in your life. And I got a friend's live that I'm helping with, and these people are over here real nasty and cruel, y'all. Real nasty and cruel, foul mouth and everything. And talking, it's just 2 or 3 of them that keep popping up, then they'll leave off and come back with another name and talking real dirty. That's why I said, when I keep talking about this stuff, about trolls and stuff, I'm not sitting here to try to complain or be a pain in the butt, but you have to advocate for what you believe in, because it's happening to everybody. You know what I mean? This woman over here is praising God and doing her thing and praying for people, and you got people, being disrespectful. One of them said, she looked like Lady Gaga. She was 50, cracking on her. She looked like Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, I think Lady Gaga's pretty. That's what they're saying to this 50. Putting dookie signs up. No, that's what I said. It's the scum. And you know what, too? A lot of these are little kids in here clowning, too. But most of these are grown folks and bullies behind the keyboard, y'all. Ain't man or woman enough to face up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about nothing to be violent or nothing. That's not what I'm saying. So I don't want nobody, because when you talk on here, you got people that seem to be so sensitive. They act like they want you to think of them as an adult, but anytime you say something, they act like kids about any little thing that you say, but they want to be treated as adults, and they are adults, but they just ain't, they're not matched up to what age they are. So they get real sensitive and misunderstanding stuff. And like I said, if I tell somebody that I ain't fooling with them or they coming off incorrect, don't keep trying to track me down on YT where you want to make this public the problem that you trying to have with me at no cost to my own or no fault of my own. Don't do that. You hit me up on Instagram. If you don't do Instagram, you let me know another outlet. If not, it's over. You know, it's over. There's nothing else that you can say or do to me that hasn't already been done, believe me. Because I will tell you, a lot of people got folks out here in the world that have been through a whole lot of stuff, some worse than others, but I tell you, everybody got a story, but all the folks ain't got some people's stuff is worse than others, unfortunately. But we don't like to delegate nobody's pain to say that you're not hurting as much as I am type of way. So, because I don't mean it like that, because I mean like when people compare, oh, if you think you got it bad, you should see my uncle, my aunt, or whatever. I don't go for all that. Comparing people being hurt. Hurt is hurt. But I'm just saying, sometimes there is, you know, a different type of trauma for certain kind of people, you know. And you got to know that you know that pain, that hurt, even if you ain't never experienced it before. Have enough empathy and sympathy to respect somebody that's going through something and take your hat off to them in pride, in friendship. You know what I mean? So sometimes folks, they get too worried about me, I, and then they forget about there's other people that's got stuff going on and that you're not the only one in pain. You know, and that's the thing that a lot of people want. They want the attention, you know, all eyes on them, and they want the attention so bad that they forget to care and cast their care for other people that's struggling too, in the same boat or worse. You know, you got to be about this thing called life, because if you don't, it'll swallow you up whole. You know what I mean? I'm looking at my sister here. I'm looking at my sister here. She's doing good. Got it. All right. Hit the like. We just got to do what we can out here, y'all. But I tell you, all of us can do little things here and there, and it'll add up. The littlest things that add up, you would be surprised how small things are big. And like I said before, you don't fail until you stop trying. I just want to make sure that anytime I come on here and say something that you can at least walk away and say that, you know what, she said something that could help me out. She said something that, I've experienced, or if I haven't, I have an understanding about it now, or I can, respect people that's going through it. I mean, there's all kinds of ways this can hit you from the left to the right, dead smack in the face. I know what this is. Come on now. Just keep that real, y'all. Please keep that real and know that you know. Because I know that this is not, hey, what's happening? Sharing retirement. What y'all do? Y'all pop around and visit everybody? Y'all down with I don't even know what they call it, the rave now. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I thank you so much. I have been there to check you guys out several times. I hope y'all doing well. How's everybody holding up in this thing called life? She did. I saw her on last 3 lives. Yes, that's my girl. I thought it was her and her husband. Yeah, I've been checking them out quite a bit. I like her and her husband. They got the cutest little dance routines that they do together. That's what I was asking her. Do they? Because I don't know if they call it the raid or not. So I didn't know. That's why I said it like that. But I know they rocking, child. Say it, brother. They rocking. They is rocking. And like I said before, man, I just hope anytime anybody. Because I think one thing about with me, I don't know who's listening or busy and popping in and out, but one thing about me that people don't understand is that I come in peace. You know what I mean? I come in peace. But I think a lot of times when you got people that are not used to a certain type of personality, perhaps, or maybe some people just don't like you, they just don't like you. And I mean, that's a, harsh thing, but it happens. You know what I mean? But a lot of times people misunderstand because I keep it real. And the thing is, keeping it real does not mean just because, oh, well, she tell it like it is, but it doesn't mean that you're cold-hearted and that you're disrespectful and that you're hurting people, on purpose or accidental. I really don't roll like that. And I got a lot of people that misunderstand me, and this is, unfortunate because I think with them, they're not listening to what I'm saying, or sometimes they pop in and didn't understand the whole content of what I was saying. And then some people just, their temperament, you know what I mean? Because people can be very fickle. They can rock one way with one crowd and then come to another crowd and rock a whole totally different way. But you know what? There's only one God. You get what I'm saying? So you can't run around like that forever. You got to pick a side and be where you're going to be and know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because I know with me, I don't come out here to hurt nobody. And I haven't had really any problems with a lot of people on here other than, how people going to have. Because YT going to be full of trolls. And, it's just like in your personal life. Stuff is going to happen around you. It's just what you choose to do about it and how you allow it to affect you. But I know that I'm the type of person that if I'm talking about something, and see, the thing is, people want to pinpoint one person when there's a conversation to be had. And just because you have somebody that's pretending they're not here, and they consider that as talking about them behind their back or anything, when you said it in their face and other people are engaging in the same conversation, you got to make sure you understand that you may be the common denominator and not who you're trying to blame for something. But see, if somebody come in and hear a conversation and they come in on the back end, they don't know really how it started or how it began. They don't know that if this is something that is stemming off, like I could have something going on with somebody on the live and you come in and don't hear the full story, so you try to go back and check the live out to see you can see what happened, but it didn't even actually start on the live. It started back on a comment that was left on the cooking video on the haul. See, so people can't try to go listen to that person was doing this to me. You don't know if it's that where it begun at. You don't know if this is something that happened with two people and then they just splurge it out to the rest of the community. You gotta know what you know before you jump on something, or, oh, I know Mike, he ain't like that. You don't know nobody like that. Half of these people out here on these channels are good to be friends with each other, but a lot of these people don't know each other that long. I don't care what I show you. I can still catfish the heck out of you. You can still be catfished. You only know what I show you, and you don't even know if all of that is real. People don't know what real cons are. You understand what I mean? A real con person is going to sell you a dream, and it's going to be believable because they're good at their game. You know what I mean? When you're good at your game, you can trick some of the best. Because a real con will be all in with you, honey. A real con will marry you. A real con will have a baby with you. A real con will say they love you. You get what I mean? When you're a con, they don't have nothing to lose. So they go all in. They go all in. And that could be, some serious stuff. Just to con you. They'll play that game and go all the way in, and it was only a con. And you're like, well, how far would they go? They married and they still, it don't got nothing to do with that. When you got an evil, cool person with evil intent, anything goes. Anything goes. Just always keep that in mind. When people play games, they risk a lot for themselves as well because they don't care. A lot of people lack a conscience. A lot of people don't have social skills. You know what I mean? And you can't put nothing past nobody. Because I know so many people that have been fooled. So have I. I'm talking from experience. So have I. And it's probably not going to be the last time either, because we live in a world with those kind of people that are good at their game. Cons. They're working for the devil. You just don't see the horns. But yeah, they do. And they know how to play the game right. And when you are a good person and somebody show you something good or something that you want to see, you normally you may believe them. Because that's how it is in the world. Good people tangle up with the wrong ones. He said, we're going to talking live all day. Oh, no, that was already early, honey. I done stopped this thing, honey. What did he say? Rruk, I hope you haven't been talking and doing a live all day. You might not get a break. Listen. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Hey, Ray, how you doing? Thanks for coming. People are sickly even. And yes, ma'am, Miss Patty. No, listen there, Bert. No, Bert, I haven't been because I done worked 12 hours. First of all, I done worked 12 hours, and then I had something going earlier, but I shut it down for hours, and then I came back at it. So no, I haven't been going like that. You know how we do sometimes, though, but no, I haven't been doing that. I really had to get out and shake my groove thing, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I have a whole family here. How you doing, Rudini? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, because you came through when I was on earlier. But I did shut down and come back. But, honey, I done did the 12 hours. I done did my workout, Bert. Listen, mama multitasking over here. But, yeah, I shut this down. I had a whole nother crowd, because that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to do a little part here, a little part there, and come on back. And then in between working the little thing we got going at my house too. So it's a lot of balls up in the air, but I do it smooth and copacetic and chill back, nothing too crazy. LOL, I left the live around lunchtime and I see you around all day. Nope, I wasn't around. I mean, I've been popping to other people, but I promise you, if you go look on my channel, you're going to, well, not my channel, my hangout spot, you'll see that I stopped that live from earlier today. There's going to be 2 different ones dated for today. I had to shut it down. I think I got off a little bit after you, Ray, or so, and then I started it back up again because, see, that's the thing I'm trying to do, y'all. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming. What I do is, because I got people, so many different people that is, that I'm lucky to meet that in different time zones. So what I started doing was, sometimes I used to let the live just run, but now I probably let it run sometime in the future, but what I've been doing is I've been starting it and then shutting it down. Like I'll do a couple of hours and shut it down and then come back again, He said the day is such a blur. Uh-oh, Bert, don't say that. I'm telling you, because I had a few people on earlier here, y'all, and I shut it down. That's why if you guys ever see, if anybody ever go look and check the lives, you're going to see some of them that is 2 separate ones dated for the same day. And that's because I did it. But Bert, I have ran it like that, though. I ain't going to lie. Now, you know me. I done ran it. I done ran it straight through quite a few times, buddy. I have. But today, I didn't. I broke it up. But when I first started it, it came in, from on that 12. You know what I mean? That 12 shift long. And then I came straight into a workout. Then I had to cool down and had to have a shower. But as I was doing my workout, I had it running. And then I shut it down after a couple of hours. And then I went on. And well, I put, you know what I did? You know what I did? I messed up. I was on it after I came home. I was on it. I did my workout and everything. I talked to quite a few people. But then after I decided to take my break time and go do my shower and to get off for a while, I left it running. Silent with the music playing. Then I cut it off completely. And then I just came back on maybe an hour or 2. So you know how it is. It do get blurred real bad, Bert. I had to just wake up mentally. Because you're right. Oh my goodness, you're right. He said, I just saying words that might say it. You know it is true. It is right, brother. Yes, I know it. I know you got that. Listen, let me tell you something. Bird, you saying it right. I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. I promise you. I see it. I receive it. I'm doing the same exact thing. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have been taking off weekends. And sometimes a little bit more than that. And it's only because my life is changing a bit. And certain things that, you know, I have to do. And that has to happen at a certain place and time. So I got to, because I got a lot of Zoom meetings pertain to this little business we got at the crib. Then when I physically go out the house to work, that's a long shift. So just say, like, if I have a long shift outside and I got to do 12 hours, it could be overnight, you know what I mean? And then I'll come in and then I can, you know, get refreshed if I can go to sleep. That's something that I'm working on. And then I'll turn it on. And then I also got a lot of stuff that I have to do here. That's my part as a family business thing going, where I got to print labels because I'm not good with the technical part of the things that we do here at home. But this is a whole operation here in the house with several computers and several family members working. And what people don't understand is I decided to take some positive stuff away from C19. And C19, what it did for us is it brought us together to do a family business like we always said we wanted to do. So there's different stuff. And, you know, then we all take turns with the chores and stuff in the house. Like right now, it's going to be my turn again to do the, you know, wash up all the towels for the whole family. Everybody here pretty much now do their own laundry. You know what I mean? But when it comes to something like the towels and stuff for the whole house, we all take turns on doing that. Like even right now, I'm talking to you guys. Business has been locked down for a couple of hours now because I deal with a lot of printing labels and printers and whoo. So now I'm just, I'm not relaxing, I'm mopping. I didn't feel like dealing with this steam mop, so I put out the old school manual mop because I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but I got a few different mops around here, and this stuff is designed to make things easier, but I like the old ring out mop for some reason, y'all. And I got the one that you pump and all that, but it just ain't busting for me. He said the heart was blocking. The one word. He said, but I turn you on, and then the fuzzy stranger showed up. Then Logan, oh, you know how that is. Yes, yes. I'm trying to tell you. And there's so many wonderful people here, man. We're lucky. So many wonderful people. But yeah, this thing will get you. If you don't get this thing under control, because I've had times that maybe today, maybe one of the times, even though I took a break, that you be running this thing 8 hours. YT. You know what it is? Because, you know, anything that's worth having is worth working for, as long as you don't allow it to burn you out. And I think with this YT, a lot of us do get burnt out. I mean, it's up to you, whatever you can take. You know, some people got husbands, wives, and kids like me, you know, and they family members will get on their back. You know, babe, you're doing that too much. Babe, leave that alone. Babe, put that back. You know what I'm talking about. I think we all be burning that midnight candle sometime. You know what I mean? And I tell you one thing, even though it can be a lot of work, it's well worth it. Even though it can be a lot of work, it's well worth it. And I hope my volume is sounding okay, because I was listening to some of my lives, not even the hauls or the little bit of cooking, but the lives, and I didn't like how loud I was sounding. So I adjusted the audio, so I hope y'all can hear me. He said I had my ninjas, and Logan, oh, that Logan is another one out here that's like a real brother to me. anything that they have, I'm there. Anything that they have, I barely miss anything that they're rocking and rolling with. But just about everything that they have, that family, I'm there to support them too. You know, I love to support everybody on here though. I ride with everybody. I'm gonna keep it real. I care about everybody on here that I'm fortunate enough to meet and that's willing to spend some of their time with me. I care about everybody. They said, Rudini, you're good. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me stop what I'm doing so I can get in one spot, even though I know y'all probably gonna be getting off and doing what you need to do. And I think it's going up and down because I'm mopping, swaying backwards and forth, rock with it, lean with it. And I apologize for that, y'all. Just cleaning up a little bit. See, now it's probably blasting because now I got a big old head right up in the middle of it. So it go up, it go down, it goes round. Try to keep the house clean, y'all. Tomorrow will be some dusting. Tomorrow will be some dusting. And like I said too, I don't know if any of you guys that's on here right now remember when I first started, when y'all first met me and seeing me doing lives, because I've done lives before, but you guys didn't know me when I was doing the lives before. And I used to didn't even be on verbally at all. I would have the whatchamacallit. I had Marilyn Monroe up, Bob Marley, and it would definitely be a silent live. And then at some point, I started coming on saying a few words, and then people started hitting me up on Instagram. Please, when you do a live again, please come and talk. We enjoy talking with you. So that got me going. Oh, you so nice, Rudini. You are so nice. It's like your wife. You guys are really good people. And I appreciate it. And I'm finna chill down and make sure. See, I can't have my house nasty. That's just one thing. I mean, everybody here do their part, but I'd probably be the one that's going the extra mile, maybe too much. Now I'm gonna get it right. Now watch this, y'all. Tell me how it sounds. I know y'all all probably soon gonna be leaving and doing y'all thing. But yeah. There we go. I remember. Yes, you remember them days. I started off, and I'm gonna say this too, and I don't mean to be rude, but I had so many people that I thought was cool with me, and they would be on other people's channels, and then even in my hangout spot and be saying stuff like, well, I don't know how Rruk can do lives like that and not have enough respect to be on camera or to talk with the people. I could never do my lives like that. And they said it a whole lot, and I didn't start coming on, as far as me speaking because of them. It's just that it's what I had to do. But if you look at the title and see that it says silent live and you don't like silent, it's okay. But I just decided, he said, yeah, I remember Marilyn, yes, and Bob Marley, yes. I still got them around here, y'all. And believe it or not, I'm going to tell you this, and I know this is going to sound crazy. I got Bob Marley for $1.98 at Walmart, and it's one of those velvet type of pictures that you can color in with markers, but I just didn't color it in. And Marilyn Monroe was a t-shirt, and what I did was I cut Marilyn Monroe's face out of the t-shirt and got me an 8x10 frame from the Dollar Tree and made that a picture. I promise you, I do little crafts like that. I know that probably seems corny, but that's exactly what both of those two things were. So that ended up going pretty well, He said the movie's coming out. And I think too, because to be honest with you, a lot of people are doing silent lives. I mean, not silent all the way quiet, but with music and motion and soothing sounds. He says, ha ha ha, yes, I remember. Yes, he said the movie is coming out. All right. Yeah, a lot of folks do this, just like with me. I said what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna capture some sounds that's gonna blow your mind. About both pictures. Oh, okay. Yes, you know it, Rudini. I said what I'm going to do is because I'm going to tell you this is so funny too because I've been looking at different people's lives and sound effects like Black Widow got it popping over there and with all that sound and the rain and the setting I'm going to capture some stuff from back where I got families that got how old houses can be built back in 1901 and you hear that water running and it dripping like that but that's a bucket collecting the water because there's a hole in the roof. Now you get that soothing sound. I'm going to tell you I got something for you. I got something for you because I'm very tactile. Or you be somewhere when you live like when I'm in Jamaica and you have a cow that comes in the backyard all the time mooing. I got a lot of sound that I'm going to definitely capture and let it loose. Old school because see we came up how like now they got all of that white noise and that type of stuff. Well, back when we were coming up, we relied on listening to the raindrops and babies being rocked to sleep. But it was a little bit more rickier because it was, a broke down roof, you know what I mean? Or the trestle. So I think I want to capture some of that. I promise you guys, I got so much stuff in my head, but I can't execute it right because my technical skills ain't good. And I keep telling my family because I can get them to help me. And I'm not, I'm not full of foolish pride, but I just don't, I don't want to keep asking them all the time to help me because I feel that if I want to do this, I got to learn how to do it myself. And sometimes I keep saying maybe I don't need to be on YouTube if I can't do a lot of the things that I like to do because I got a lot of stuff and I'm going to tell y'all this and no disrespect to anybody or nothing. I'm not trying to be rude, but I had an idea and I mentioned what I was going to do. And because I haven't sat down with family to help me do it yet, I mentioned it on YT and somebody's doing exactly what I said I was going to do. And they told me that they liked what I was saying and then, they end up going on and setting their channel up and took one of the ideas that I had, which is not a problem, but that shows you what I mean when I say I got to learn how to do some stuff because I'm talking about it. Just like with me, I keep saying once again, and see, I don't care if anybody take it and run with it because I'm not that type of selfish person. Thank you, Rudini. But I want to bring back candid camera, but I want to use my surveillance camera and blow y'all mind with what be going down. And I'm not in no bad neighborhood type of thing. I don't mean it like that. Just the silly behavior of whether you get any type of UPS or any type of stuff like that to laugh at. People walking down the street and they don't know that somebody can see them digging up their butt or whatever. I don't mean to be fresh. Y'all know them times like that. I'm just raw, y'all. You know what it is. So I got some stuff like that I want to try. He said, dang, spell it. I grew up in those. Yes, Bert. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Bert. That old school for real. I mean, all of the stuff everybody's doing is awesome, but a lot of the sound got more drastic because you didn't have the money to fix the roof. You know what I mean? So when you get in that rain and you get kind of scared, like, damn, is it finna, is it gonna get on us? And then you got that tin bucket collecting it. He said people can take around, but they will not. Yeah, that's right too. And it ain't nothing wrong with it because I you're right about that too. But my thing is too, I don't mind it. I just use that for example of where I need to get off my butt and make what I want to happen because I keep speaking about it and then I end up talking and not doing it to myself because I promise you they're doing what I said I wanted to do, but I can come and still do it too, but I got to be able to execute it right. That's what the problem is. I got a whole lot of stuff that I want to do as far as content and stuff, and I need to sit down with my family, and I keep telling them that I'm going to pay somebody to do this stuff for me because I don't want to ask them, and it's not about foolish pride. It's just that everybody here works long hours in the house and out the house, and I don't want this my little extra thing that I do on YouTube to be nothing to, keep asking somebody to help me with. So I want to do it myself. I just got to learn how to do it because I tell you, there's a lot of shows too that I implemented from my childhood to kids in my family coming up that was a lot better education wise and growing up. See, I'm coming back from the days, Zoom, Electric Company, Bill Nye, the Science Guy. See, I'm finna pop with that. I'm finna pop those back in. I want to run some of that over here on the spot. And if somebody beat me to it, then there'd be 4 of us doing it then, because I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? I want to bring back that kind of stuff. Because when I was coming up, we learned stuff from that. I came back up when it used to be Pink Panther. We used to have the cereal. I remember back when we used to get the newspaper. Everybody in the family had steak when that newspaper, they had steak on the newspaper when they came. And we all couldn't wait. The Sunday paper, what would it be? Okay, Mom wants the coupons. Dad wanted the sports. Until we got into sports, me and my siblings. Us kids, we wanted to get the cartoon. You know what I mean? So everybody was waiting on that Sunday paper. They don't make the papers like that no more. Anyway, when I'm in the States, I haven't seen too many papers because, see, I go backwards and forth. That's why I had to work seasonal, too, because I travel from the country and come back to America, which we call the States. You know what I mean? So I'm in and out. And all of those are good times that I want to bring back. Even the shows like Lever the Beaver, all of them kind of shows, the cartoons, Road Runner. You understand what I mean? That stuff from back in the days. I want to bring back that kind of stuff, but I want to be able to run it on YT and enjoy childhood memories. And then also, I do have some videotapes of some stuff that I had that I got in my arsenal from when I was a child. Like, you know how the kids got a lot of stuff that they learned from, like Barney and all those kind of things? Those are still good now, even though we're in 2024. For kids to be little to watch Barney even this day would be educational. It may not be as hyped up as, Peppa Pig and all that, but it'll slow down, all of this fast running stuff. You know what I mean? So I got some plans. Something gonna go down up in here one of these days. He said I was always in this page going up. Yes, Bert. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, covering the sports. And see, at that time, Dad was into it more. And then finally, as we grew up, because I was a tomboy, we started getting interested in it. And see, when I was coming up, we used to go to movies, and it used to be like a double feature. It would be like James Bond, the real James Bond, Sean Connery, 007, and it would be a double feature, and it would be Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, those are the type of videos and content that I would like to put out. He said, do they? Sesame Street? Probably not. It never stopped. That's what I want to know too, Roddy. I'm not sure because Rudini, that's what I'm looking at. See, all of that stuff. And y'all remember all of those things too, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Gosh, I remember we used to sing Zuma, Zuma, Zoom. And I learned stuff, especially Bill Nye, the Science Guy, and we used to be geeks back then too and like science. Oh my gosh. I remember when we used to have the games was like Nintendo and Atari, and I remember you couldn't find a big Pac-Man game unless you went into like a pizza joint, and this is like in the city, in the state. So that ain't no joke. I'm telling you, those kind of things like that, I know for a fact, not even just older people, but I know a lot of young folks, when I talk about that, and they like it still. Oh, yes. And I remember Charlie Brown, all of those shows that made us who we are today. The Basement on Marijuana Island. Oh, my goodness. He said, the waves based on there. Oh, my goodness. Listen at you, Rudini. Man, let me tell you. I don't care what nobody say. I know Marlin technology is off the chain, but we had some good old stuff coming up. Lever the Beaver, all those shows like that. I liked those shows, and it was a really nice. Remember Lassie? I don't know if anybody remember the dog Lassie. Oh shoot! Oh, I know that's right, Bert. And when we was kids, me and my my siblings and neighbors. You know how we got the grocery shopping carriages, like Walmart and grocery store, the actual carriage. We used to take the top part off and make the bottom a go-kart. I don't know if y'all ever familiar with that, but we used to make go-karts. And when I was coming up, I used to play with the girls, but I played with the boys too. And we used to play kick soccer, volleyball, hopscotch, double dutch. Back in them days, you had a paper route. You made extra money if you lived where it snowed at or doing the leaves for the neighbors. We were outdoor kids. We wasn't in the house like stuck on no kind of device. We got out there and played. Good old times. He said tycoons would cuss like 20. Crazy stuff. Yes. Yes. You remember Lassie? Yes. Yes. All of those shows. I remember Pippi Le Pew, Roadrunner, beep beep. All of that stuff coming up, and those was them good fun cartoons. Even with me, you see how they made the Wizard of Oz over several times. I liked it, the actual one when they had the witch with that ugly green makeup on her face. That was one of the good legitimate ones from back in the days. And I know they made it over with Brandy and Whitney Houston, but that one right there, that Wizard of Oz was one of the best. Version call Skippy. Oh really? Okay, that's interesting. Skippy the bush kangaroo. Oh, right. Okay, now I like that. I bet you got a lot of stuff that you can share too, because the way we all talking, we all know about this stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm track down some of this stuff and see. And I got we got a lot of older family members that got some old VCR tapes. Because I meant to tell you guys, I got a bunch of old VCRs and then VCR and DVD combos, and I went to donate them to Salvation Army, and they said we don't take those type of electronics no more, right? So when I got back home, I decided to look. My family member looked up on eBay. Those things going anywhere from $650 up to $1,000. So I'm glad we kept them. I'm glad we got turned down. Mm-hmm.
It's a little unusual. Not this person.
What's going on? He looked like one of this other ones. Who is that? What's wrong with him? Yeah, something is like that right there. Is that a comedian? He said that was a great movie. It gave dude cancer, I think, Tin Man, and the witch actually got burned. It is one of the best movies. But yes, look at y'all. And you know what, Bert? You know they said that, and I was just I'm trying to think of who I was talking to about this in the live. That whole set with them with the Wizard of Oz back then. They said it was jinx, like bad stuff kept happening to them trying to do it. They said a lot of bad stuff happened when they tried to make the Wizard of Oz. Well, they made it, but you know what I mean. Certain people went yes, some stuff went bad there. See how we can talk about this stuff? I remember all that stuff. A lot of stuff went bad on that scene, now that I think about it. And that was just one of those good ones. And just like all them old shows too, Alfred Hitchcock, Dark Shadows. All of them was some good old shows from back in the days. And I'm trying to remember what show that I watched that was back in the day. Yeah. I got somebody that looked like that too. Something is wrong there. I don't know what it is. We got to get it right. I'm trying to think of what it looked like, who he looked like. I got to look at that again. Yeah. I got to think, who is it? There was some show that I used to watch. I can't remember what it is. He said everyone on the movie was terrible to Judy Garland except the woman that played the Wicked Witch. Yes, they were. They said that she had a hard time. Judy Garland. Yeah, something is here too. Yeah, something. It's something. He looked plastic too. His skin is tight. Oh, and he got some kind of. He had to bring that and show us, huh? Off the chain. What was that show called? I don't remember. There was another good show. Gosh, I can't think of it. Dag, what was this show? There was another good show that I used to watch. I can't think of it. I'll think probably it'll come to mind after I get off here, and then I'll probably remember. But there were so many good shows that, a lot of the stuff looked corny, but it compared to what we know now. It says, strict guy, out sleep, and a lot of times Between takes. Yep, they dogged her out real bad. Julie Garland got played real bad. And I was trying to figure out why she even stayed and did that. Because they did her bad. And you know, I used to like the X-Files too. Yeah, there was a lot of negative stuff that came behind that. She was probably drinking between. Yep, got a problem. Oh yeah. She probably was drinking. You got that right. I'm trying to think of this other little child actress too she was real little and they dogged her out. I forgot what her name was. But there's a lot of these, these actors and stuff, and we be thinking because they look like they're having fun, and sometimes we don't really know what they're going through. Yes, the X-File was the bomb. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the X-File was the bomb. There was a lot of different, actually I liked a lot of their shows. Those are all of the good old things and stuff that we used to watch from back in the day. And I'm telling you, it was good. Dark Shadows was good too. Kind of weird and stuff, but it was good. If you catch the right kind of episode, you can enjoy it, but it did get a little crazy. Yes, Shirley Temple. Damn, you nailed it. Yes. Shirley Temple, man, listen, and I don't mean to talk disrespectful or nothing, but that child, even when she grew up, she said what happened to her, and there was a lot of stuff that happened to her that was horrible. They worked her like a dog. They made her behave more adult than what she should have. Even when she was acting with child stars that was the same age as her, they depicted her to be very adult, lipstick and makeup. And then they said a lot of perving and weirdo stuff was going on with the producers because she was left unattended with a lot of adults, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Serious stuff at home. Oh, you did? Yes, I'm going to tell you, I got some old tapes. Happy Thursday to you, Patty. And see, that's the whole thing too, is to save some of that stuff for the future coming kids and people, and for yourself to look back on them times where we had a lot of stuff before modern technology and we enjoyed it. All of those kinds of shows and stuff that I watched when I was coming up, and I used to love Roadrunner. They could never get on his butt. Bugs Bunny, y'all remember it? A whole bunch of stuff, y'all. And I remember too, I don't know if y'all, let me see. I never heard of Dark Shadows. Yes, it's a good one. Oh, it was a good one. It was a good one. The movie came out a few years back. Yes, Dark Shadows was an old goodie. And I'm trying to think too, there were so many different shows and I think we watched so much different stuff because we had just as much entertainment as they have out here right now. And I liked all of those shows coming up, and we used to be so happy. We would come in the house at a certain time and eat dinner and take our baths and get ready to watch. And everybody had a good time. It wasn't nothing like negative, cussing, angry, mad. It showed good families that was together and happy and loving on each other, And even now, there's some good shows out here, but things have changed so much that a lot of innocence has been taken out of stuff, and we don't get to enjoy it the way we used to, you know what I mean? Because the kids are learning. Who that had a knife? What was that on Dora? The newer Dora they got out. What was it? Somebody that had a knife? Yeah, they're doing too much now. They're ruining things. But yeah, if you ever can look it up, Rudini, you might be able to check it out. But Dark Shadows was good too. Some weirdo stuff, but it was pretty good. I'm trying to think of what kind of show that they have now that kind of emulates Dark Shadow. He said that was a time. No schedule. Yes, right, and not too busy. That's right. You had them times like people did not. I guess they wasn't working like a dog. Even when Dad worked and he came home, it was reasonable. He didn't come home all wiped out that he couldn't spend no time with you, and you know what I mean. Everybody's all scattered separately and then sit back and watch TV together. Hardly. I mean, we do stuff now, me and my family, but I remember being a little bit more closer knit because it was a little bit different. Less was more back in those days. And I remember back in the days too, I don't know if y'all remember all of the 8-tracks and all that type of stuff like that. We had all of that in my house. I remember we used to have a black and white TV, and a lot of this stuff, I was a little girl. but old school stuff. And then even with the music from back in the day, all the old goodies. Because when I came up, we used to listen to the rock groups and stuff like that, Led Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff like that. It was a whole bunch of Al Greens and a lot of that stuff played like that. Our parents liked, but we used to like different music when we was coming up as kids. And me and one of my brothers, we liked it rock back in the days, jamming. And there's just so much stuff that was good back then that has changed to where now sometimes you can't even, when you got really young kids, you can't even let them watch a show that is supposed to be entertainment because they're doing so much stuff now that it makes the kids grow up fast because they're trying to keep up with what they're seeing on TV. And a lot of it is getting crazy because I know Adora, I remember that come back, back I was grown obviously, but they had somebody on there with a knife and somebody drinking, and I'm like, this is how they making the new shows now? Man, they done took the fun out of it. It's crazy. But I know we had a lot of nice stuff coming up. Even when I used to watch Lever the Beaver, that family was a nice family. And I learned a lot about it. I used to like, too, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He was good and peaceful. And like we said, Sesame Street, I remember all the characters on there. Kermit the Frog, Snuffleupagus, Miss Piggy. And when I pulled those kind of old VCRs out for kids these days, they liked it though. Hey, what's up, Rob? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We over here just talking about some old school stuff. And we are enjoying it. What's happening, my man? Nice to see you. I know y'all had it going on because I was over there I've been on, I don't even know how many lives. I don't even know how many lives that I've been in and out of and commented and going back, and it just this thing here it takes a lot of time, I tell you that. It takes a lot of time. But we just talking about a lot of old stuff from back in the days that we used to watch, and I miss a lot of it. Look at him. What's up? Yes. And even music. And you notice too, though, a lot of the clothes that people used to wear when I was younger is back in style now. Oh, yes. Oh, shoot, Rudini, you know what time it is? Rock steady, rocking all night long. We begin to rock steady. Yes, I remember that. I probably sound terrible now. Everybody steady rocking, yes. Oh, my gosh, all of those songs. Oh gosh, Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, Barry Manilow. Come on. I mean, boy. And I'm telling you, when I hear that music now, I still turn all the way up. And I know all the words still. And I know a lot of older people, that's older now, that's like in their 70s and stuff. Whenever we play that music around them, they be tapping their feet and stuff. And you could tell it just get them wanting to get up and dance like they used to when they were younger. All of them songs was the jams. Oh my gosh, I can feel it. And I like that too, because I think, what's her name on here? She got a channel. I think it's Sable. She plays a lot of that good old music right there too, and that's another thing that I want to bring back too, is all of that good old-fashioned music and just let it run. I just got to get some help with the stuff, and I want to go back to some songs that people don't pay attention to hardly no more. Jacket. My long hair and the earring, yes, it was crazy, Bert. Yes, you remember how that go? He said, Bert, happy birthday. Yes, got it. Marley, yes. Yes, Sable, yes, she be rocking out over there with that music. And I remember them styles back in the days. We thought we was chilling. I remember I had got my hair cut to a mohawk. Man, had it all shaved off. And them jean jackets, and you know what? Them jean jackets is back in style now, y'all. I got some young family members that's still rocking them jackets because what they laughed and stuff when they seen us in pictures wearing them kind of jackets and them hairstyles, like the guys would have their hairstyle where they got that ponytail in the back, well, it's a little tail, looked like a little rat tail. they look at the pictures and laugh at us, but now the style is back. Bell bottoms, and they call them skinny jeans now, but we used to call them pencil leg pants. Said I did piano one first time, a certain way. Still working on a lot of audio stuff. Oh, yeah, we had it going on, y'all. We had a lot of good stuff going on back in the day. She said, remember the jackets and acid. Yes, so the stone wash. Yes. That acid, that stone wash. Yes, and the Levi's. Yes, and guess what? Me and my family member, we went to Salvation Army, and we've been able to find some of the good old stable Levi jeans and some Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. I'm telling you, then that material was stable. That was back to when they used to have stuff from Sears and Reeboks back in the day. I mean, listen to me, Sears and Reeboks. Now I'm talking about Reebok sneakers, because I remember the sneakers too. Just like with Converse, we used to call them Converse, but now they call them Chucks. And I've always been a sneakerhead, so I kept with the sneakers. But yeah, with the Stonewash too, I just got probably about maybe 6 months ago, I just ordered me a pair of Stonewash jeans. See, all of that stuff is coming back, and I promise you, I have sat around with a lot of young folks, and they looked at pictures of like when I was younger, and you know, friends, and they would laugh at us. And now the stuff that we had is back in style for them now. Yes. He says Sears and Reebok, yes. I done gave it a whole new name. I couldn't even say it right, y'all. And you know, Sears just recently went out of business, probably maybe 5 years ago, and Kmart too, but they have online, you know, now, but their stores are closed down. He said he liked it. I done rebranded it. I'm telling you, see, that show how damn old I'm getting, right? They gave the thing a damn new name. I couldn't even get it right. And Sears was a real good staple, and they carried a lot of good jeans, like Levi's. I will always wear Levi's. A good old pair of Levi's, oh, I'm popping it. And I got a lot of folks, too, and youngins that I see that's wearing all them haircuts, and just like Bert said, with that one earring. Them earrings remind me, because Sinbad used to wear that. Y'all don't know if y'all know the comedian Sinbad, but he had that one earring hanging like that. And that used to be the style, and they was rocking it, but now the guys are doing like one earring, no, 2 earrings now. You know what I mean? Oh, hello, Clubhouse Corner. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming by. We are definitely on the goofball right now and having a good time, just laughing it up. Old school stuff. It is so good to reminisce on all of that stuff right there. It makes me just so excited. It is mad cool to talk about it and just remember those days. And pull out too, because I got some good old videos and a lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff I got on VCR, because my VCR still work. I got the VCR and DVD combo, and they work perfectly fine. And they're worth a lot of money, and I didn't know that. You know, not millions, but you know, a couple of hundreds. Oh, doing fine, thanks. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. And thank you for stopping in. We're the last of the Mohegans. I got like probably 2 of my folks still doing the, yep, she's still doing the live. As I pop in every so often. Oh, and I've been trying to help one of my friends that's doing the live, because they are killing her over there with the trolls, yo. Somebody was telling her that she looked at, oh gosh, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. I don't know who this is. Somebody keep putting some poop symbols up and saying you look like Lady Gaga. I mean, goodness. I think Lady Gaga's cute. And I'm trying my best as I talk to get my water intake in. I've been trying to drink a gallon a day. Oh, he said, did you whistle when you ran? You know, and I think all of us go through different stages as we were coming up as kids. We were kind of nerdy one minute and trying to be cool the next minute. And, you know, a little, because you see, we was hyper and in trouble a lot. We used to be bad. We used to go into abandoned buildings and stuff and bust out windows and tear it up more than what it was, man. We were a mess. When we was out there trying to chill, we were wild. We used to stay getting in trouble. I mean, we were bad kids. And a lot of times your parents think you was just out somewhere chilling the next street over and you was out there acting a fool. Oh, I don't. I'm glad. I wish I never did because I did better before I tried to be chilled. He said he never got out the nerd stage. Honey, that's where it's at. Where those. Yes, he said on track. He said in the mid 90s. Yes. And do y'all remember the socks? What was the socks that came all the way up to your knee with the color on it? It'd be red or yellow circles on it. It go around. He said never got out of the nerd stage. Ain't nothing wrong with that, buddy. You sure ain't missing nothing. Nerds is as cool as people out here. I'm telling you. He said. Tube socks. Damn, you hit it. Thank you. I could not. You hear me with the circles on it. That could have been anything. You see what I mean? You can tell I'm getting old. Jeez. Yes, tube socks. Come all the way up to your knees. Cat calls. LOL. Chilling. Do y'all remember Pro-Ked sneakers? We used to think we was the ish when we was able to get us a pair of Pro-Ked sneakers. Oh my gosh. And short shorts, yes. Yes, he said with the short shorts, yes. Oh, I like that, man. I like that. That's legitimate for back in the days. Oh my gosh, yes, he said we could chill with the short shorts, so you got that right. And I remember, jeez. Oh my gosh, do y'all remember any of the candy? Jeez, let me see. Tube socks with shorts, yes, and that, you know what, when we look at it now, it looks crazy because those shorts, guys wore shorts. Guys wore shorts just as short as like girls did. We all wore short shorts. He said, "What's looking crazy?" Oh, I remember that mess. Oh my gosh. And what about too the candy that we had back then? Because I remember all of that stuff. He said, and everyone was, yep, sneaking around. Yep. Yeah, you honey, don't tell me about that. I remember that. I'm gonna tell you how I'm so embarrassed to even say this. I remember when we were younger, we used to sneak and go. My grandfather used to hide his cigarettes. I don't know why, but up in the light fixture in his bedroom. And we started seeing that the cigarettes was in there, so we started going in there taking 1 or 2 cigarettes. I guess he got hit, but he didn't know who was stealing them, so we couldn't do that no more. So we know. I remember one day that I wanted to try to be the cool kid. I went over there and got the ashtray. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I went over and got an ashtray and dumped the whole ashtray in my coat pocket, and we was smoking buds and filters. Man, I tell you, we were some crazy kids. He said the Mustang. Oh, I know that's right. And the candy. Oh my gosh, I remember the candies. And I know y'all all remember all kinds of the good candies that we used to have. Hey, Judy. How you doing, sweetheart? We just over here chilling. I know she probably can elaborate on half of this stuff we talking about. I'm glad you stopped in, my dear. I appreciate you. We just getting it in old school because I'm going back and I'm going to tell y'all right now I just found some nominators a couple of days ago. Just found, he said, I'm Bert, I'm Michael, I'm Sam, I'm Johnny, this is Mike. It killed me with those ninjas. Oh my goodness. Remember Ninja Turtles? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But yeah, I went in the gas station and I found some nominators. And they had like 3 flavors, and like the main ones that I liked was the banana, the apple, and I liked the watermelon. I found those, and then I remember back when we used to get the pumpkin seeds, and it'd be that pumpkin seeds with that the red bag with the Indian head, but they were so salty. On the half shell, yes, back in the day, y'all. All that candy, Jolly Ranchers and all that kind of stuff. Some of that stuff they don't have no more, or you find it very sparingly around here. He says, And pixie sticks, yes. And what about the fake one, that candy that you get, and when you first get it, it was the one, I believe it was the one with the gum, and you blow it and it looked like a puff, and you thought you had a cigarette. Oh my gosh, we were so corny. Oh my gosh, there was so much good candy though back in the days. And when I was coming up, we used to have a penny candy store, and they actually had it was a penny candy store / shoe shine corner store. And we used to go in there, man, and we used to get so much different kind of candy, and they don't have a lot of that stuff no more. She said candy cigarettes and chocolate cigarettes. Yes. All of that good candy from back in the days. Man, I mean, I don't think a lot of the stuff they even make anymore, and if they do, it don't taste good. Because I've been looking for them Chico sticks. I don't know if y'all remember them Chico sticks, but I seen them a few times, but they don't taste right. Something happened in the way they made them. And then I used to like Red Hots, Lemon Heads. I mean, I just bought me a box of Red Hots, to be honest with you. I found a box of Red Hots, and they're good, but something about them don't taste as good as they used to. There's something, you remember Mary Jane candy? All of that good stuff, they don't make that like they used to back in the days. It seems like a lot of stuff that they try to, make from back in the days just don't taste as good. And maybe that's why we was always so daggone hyper, because we we used to always go to the candy store, the penny candy store. And you always could afford that. Maybe that's why we were so bad, because we was, honey, I'm going to tell you, we were some bad children back in the days. We used to be very destructive, if you remember. Fruit stripe gum, yeah, that gum was good. That gum was good. All them flavors in that pack was good. And I'm trying to think, we were somewhere. Yes. Yes, there was something in that candy. Because I'm going to tell you, everybody was off the wall. And I'm trying to think of how many, like when we was coming up, how many kids that we had that really behaved. Because it seemed like all of us was wild. And I told you how we used to build them go-karts from a grocery carriage. So we used to get them carriages from the grocery store and be all in the back of a friend's garage and break that down. You know you'd get in trouble if your mom and them know that you did that, and we were doing it though. Oh, the freshened up gum. Yes, I love that gum. Oh, I loved that gum. With that liquid, yes, the liquid center. Oh, that was so good because it tasted good anyway. And I used to try to suck on as long as I could. I didn't want to chew it because I wanted to hold on before I bit into it and burst it. And we used to do some crazy stuff. I remember when we had the Indian heads, we had a crazy thing, but it was a good combination. We used to get the Indian head, them sunflower seeds, them real salty ones that was in their red bag. And we used to chew up some of them and not take it out the shell. Chew up some of them and bite a piece of licorice and chew it together. And those combinations, man, blew our minds. We thought we was doing something. Yes, that was some of the best stuff from back in the days. I miss that stuff because things are not the same anymore. And even with us, I remember we used to draw the hopscotch on the ground with, we didn't have, at one point, we didn't have no chalk. We used rock. We used a rock to draw it. Everybody used to play double dutch. I don't think there was any sports that we didn't play. We used to play dodgeball. A lot of the stuff that was fun, and we were out the door. We stayed out the door doing stuff constantly, playing and having fun. And when it was like different weather, whether it's winter or fall or whatever, we always had fun with the snow. We always had fun raking up leaves. We were very creative and we did a whole lot of stuff. But we was bad though. We was bad though. But those was the good old days. I miss that stuff because I think things have changed so much, and we got a lot of good stuff, but I would like a lot of kids now to experience what I did when I was a child, because there was a lot of fun stuff that we had out there, and it's different now. Even if you look at the difference, like, remember, I don't know if y'all remember the packaging, how it used to be Wonder Bread, how bread looked back then, and the color, and how stuff was so faded, and everything looked at black and white. Marbles, yes. Oh my gosh. See, now that make me, me think of some games back when we were younger. Because, I know they got a lot of the games that we played back then, but there is some games that they don't have anymore that's out. And like I said, I remember when we first got a handheld Pac-Man, and we used to have to, anytime we wanted to play it, we used to have to go to a pizza spot to play it, and everybody was lining up to play that handheld Pac-Man and this other game called Cubert. Oh, you do? Okay, Judy, you go ahead. See, that's the stuff, some of it that I wish I would have saved when I was, from back in the day. And I got a few things, but not as much as I wanted to have. And then I got some, like there's some older family member that got stuff where they won't let you touch it. He said, "You guys remember the movie?" Stuff now. Oh, that can't go. Yes, that was a good movie. That had you in your feelings. Yeah, well, I remember that movie too. Yes, back in the day. Ooh, y'all talking about some good stuff. Oh my gosh, honey, them movies. Ooh, I told you we came back in the days where you really. And you know what I want to ask y'all too? She said, "Ha ha," until you fell. That's right, bust that butt. And I don't know if anybody was any wrestling fans, but listen, let me tell you, Chief J Strongbow, Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, I used to be a diehard wrestling fan. Oh my goodness. All of them greats from back in the days. We used to go to see live, the wrestling live. And boy, they used to be the bomb. Wrestling was it for me. And I was a tomboy too, so a lot of the girls didn't want to chill. He said right there too. Yes, Superfly, yes. And it was all, with them, they all had some kind of theme about them, you know what I mean? When they came out, they had a theme. Oh my gosh, I remember all of y'all. Do y'all remember Chief J Strongbow? You remember he said, do his thing? He come out, his moccasins and stuff on, and do his thing and be ready to kick butt. Oh my gosh. Rudini is bringing it all the way back. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. You know that and I meant to say this too, you guys, not to bring a damper on it too right quick before I forget. You guys remember Starsky and Hutch? He said, if I grew up, you might have known better. I'm in Tampa. Oh, okay, Rudini. Oh my gosh, yeah, and like we mentioned we're mentioning them shows. I remember Starsky and Hutch, and you guys, yes, and what? I don't mean to bring a damper on it, but just maybe a month or two ago, David Soul just died. He was 80 years old. From Starsky and Hutch. Remember Beretta? Ooh. Oh, I'm going crazy, y'all. I'm so sorry. My brother went in clothes and put their cap in the ground and we would play golf in the backyard. Now that's mad cool, Julie. I like that, Judy. Said he never seen Starsky and Hutch. Would you remember it? Yes. Starsky and Hutch from back in the days. And I remember too. Y'all remember Beretta? You know what? David Soul died out of Starsky and Hutch. He just died a couple of months ago. He was 80. And I remember, don't y'all remember Beretta? And what about Columbo? Those shows right there. And a lot of those shows, my parents, they started watching it and then we started watching it. But those was the some good shows back in the days too. Don't y'all remember Columbo with that old wrinkled up the wrinkled up coat that he used to wear? He used to always look kind of grimy, like he just got out of the bed. That old trench coat. Streets of San Francisco. Yes, I loved his hair. Oh my gosh, yes. So we used to crush on him. That hair. Even my mother and them used to say, that's a handsome man. Yes, Streets of San Francisco. Oh boy, how did I forget that one? Man, those was the show, and I'm gonna go even crazier on y'all. I remember when I was. Let me see. Wait a minute, what he's saying. Uncle who spoke like Columbo. Okay, I know that was pretty cool. Hated him. Oh, he was such a jerk. No, always felt guilty. I probably was. Oh my goodness, Bert. It be like that sometime though. It be like that sometimes. I'm telling you, he said such a jerk. Yeah, because that's what Columbo was. He was annoying, very annoying. That you kind of love to hate him a little bit because he figured them cases out. He said raid again. Sector 12 coming back in. And I'm gonna ask you guys, do y'all remember? We're gonna go deep back here. Do y'all remember the $6 million man and the bionic woman? Oh, cause that we used to love that $6 million man. Oh, see you, Ray. We heading out. All right. You take care and God bless you and thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. This has been a blast. Totally awesome. But we used to watch all of that. I used to love Lee Majors in the $6 million man, the bionic woman. Oh boy. And then who else was it? $6 million man, the bionic woman. Do y'all remember the Incredible Hulk back? What's his name? The main guy when they first made the Hulk. Oh, I forgot his name. And then what else too? I remember. Yes, all of that was good. Even too, don't y'all remember when they had the actual physical, not cartoon, but I used to watch the cartoons too. But when they, oh yes, Lou Ferrigno, yes, thank you. Yes, the Hawk, the Fall Guy. Oh yeah, that was my boy right there. Yes. Bill Bixby. Yes. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry. You wouldn't like me. I mean, he used to warn you though before he turned up. He used to warn you, and nobody didn't listen. They test that gangster. He turned up on you. And then also too, do y'all remember watching the actual when they had the physical Wonder Woman with her invisible jet, and Superman used to run up in that booth, the physical Superman, because I liked it in cartoon form too, but when they had the real people doing it. Oh my goodness, yes. I forgot about the A-Team. What's his name on there too? Oh gosh, Mr. T. Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all killing me. Yes, Linda Carter, the Bionic Woman. Oh my goodness, yes. See, this is why I like when people get together and talk. And that A-Team, I believe that was Mr. T that was in the A-Team. All right, he said, I'm out this time for real. All right, Ray. He said, I'm running for real, y'all. Oh my gosh. Y'all calling all the good ones out. And I remember too with Wonder Woman and her golden lasso. All of those are, and I like that they had them in the actual, because the cartoons were good, but when they had the physical, that was bomb. All of that stuff was real good. And I used to love the original Hawk. Even though they done made a lot of versions of that, it reminded me just like a Wizard of Oz. I like the actual original. Off the chain. They can't tell us we didn't have no good stuff back in the day. He said he was, oh yes, he was. yes, he said bad, yes, bad to the bone. Dang, we had a lot of nice stuff, huh? Oh my gosh, I even remember back when I was younger, we used to go to the Rialto. Shoot, I learned how to ice skate and skate backwards, forward, dance with it, rock with it. And they used to play some of the bomb music too when you used to go to the Rialto and skate. All of them times back then was awesome. But us as kids, our parents didn't bring us everywhere. A lot of the times we got together with a group of kids and we would walk to places and really chill. Nobody rode us around hardly, none at all. It's a whole different world now. B.A. He said bad at. All of them was, man, all of them was such a good shows back in the days. And you know, the thing is too, I don't know why I haven't tracked down some of that stuff like I said I wanted to do because I still would enjoy it now. And I know we got, a whole bunch of new stuff out here, but I like those things, those shows back there. I'm trying to remember too, some of the older stuff too. Didn't matter how far it was. That's what I'm saying. And it was fun. We never even bothered to ask for rides because we wanted to hang out, and our parents made us more independent that way. Remember the Little Rascals? I used to like Little House on the Prairie. We walked everywhere. I mean, good miles too. Laura Ingalls. He said, holy crap, we did used to walk. That's right. That's right. And I wonder now, because there's a lot changed with folks bringing the kids everywhere all the time. I guess it's what it is, a different world now. Because I know that, we had a car and stuff like that. So it was just how we were raised up back then. And I think it's different too, because something has changed. And you try to bring it back, but everybody is so with the new stuff that it's hard to, tame it. You got to, because all these kids now, they're used to jumping in the car and getting taken everywhere. And I guess, a lot of us, a lot of parents and stuff have changed that now. But I know we were very independent. And we got together with a group of people and we enjoyed walking. It was fun. And I remember when we used to babysit for this lady, and when she would leave, we would get the two kids and get in the car, and that's how we learned how to drive a stick. We used to steal her old Datsun. Oh my goodness, man. Beautiful times from back in the day, y'all. My goodness, he says safely. I don't trust people in the world. See, that's when, yes. Honey, let me tell you something. Man, you doing the right thing. It ain't like you see back then. It was different. Mr. T was the grand. Okay, yes, Judy. Honey, I was trying to figure that out. Hey, Princess Sarah, how you doing? What's happening? Shout out to you, Princess Sarah. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. We're just chatting it up. Yes, Bert, you are right about that. And you know what? And that's the reason why the parents are doing a lot of the, chauffeuring around, because this world ain't safe. And a lot of people don't like to believe that, but it was times where, we always had crime in the world, but it wasn't nothing like how it is today. Nowhere near like what it was back then. And it's best to bring them and know where they are, and that they're safe. You know what I mean? Because nowadays so much stuff has changed that you don't never know, what's going to happen. He said on my face. Oh yeah, he sure was. That's what I'm talking about. Man, listen, there's so much stuff that we can say, that we can talk about. And a lot of that stuff, I want to implement that in some of the stuff that I do on YT. I just got to get right. Because there's a lot going on here. And like I said, I have somebody that's doing a lot of that stuff that I was supposed to be doing. And I just didn't get to it. And somebody started doing it already. And now it's making me think of, still trying it. And once again, too, a lot of that old good music, too, that we used to have from back in the day. Awesome stuff. Good memories. And it was all kinds of music we had back then was just as good to me as what we got now. I just kind of, we just got caught up with the new stuff. And a lot of the new stuff is rocking too, but some of it can't touch what we had from when we were kids. A lot of people don't believe that, but it is true. We had it going on. We just didn't, we just kind of let it in the past when a lot of that stuff, because I know with me, in my family and around a lot of youngins, they like when I show them the old kind of stuff. Even like I said, the little kids that, the little tiny ones that like to watch Peppa Pig, and them little ones that's 3-4 years old, they like Barney. When I've ever showed them Barney or some old VCR tapes that I have, they like it. So I think a lot of that stuff could be implemented and brought back. And it would be something awesome to have. And I got somebody that started doing it. As soon as I said that to, a few people, they said, yeah, they went into it. And I'm sitting here like a dummy. But I can still do it, though. I just, gotta need some help. Because I can't get it done myself. Look at one of my friends here still got her live going as well, too. Great every day. Oh, that's nice, Judy. Said all the kids were pretty excited. Yeah, that's nice, though. I've always liked parades. Yeah, it's an awesome to have fun and something positive to do, too, He said with a childish grin. That's what's so good about being people is that you keep the kid in you alive. Because I know there's a lot of stuff that I used to do when I was a kid, and I make sure I bring that kid out in me when I hang around kids. And sometimes I get, I have grown folks and we all kind of reminisce like we were back in the days. I remember we used to get the t-shirts because we used to do like little performance for the libraries and stuff. We was like a double Dutch crew, like going and performing. It seemed so corny when you think about it. And then we used to go sit in the park, and we all had our hoodies, and we all had little names, and we would sing all kinds of old songs, and we would swing, and whoever could hit a certain pitch of the song. And it's hard to find any good friends like that nowadays, because I be looking at these young folks that's teenagers now, and they all have so much drama and so much beef and so much problems now. It ain't like what it used to be. It's changed. And if you bring back some of that old school stuff, and I think a lot of times too, when you bring your kids up a certain kind of way, they don't get too programmed by the world. You know what I mean? Yes. Still playing fun. Yes, I do, Bert. I'm telling you, I'm a clown. I am a clown. I like all of that stuff like that. I used to go to karate school. Honey, I used to be the drop kick queen. I still got a few little skills left in me now. But I know how to put somebody down. You know what I mean? We went for real karate school. And I tell you, you got a lot of, because you got to know the difference of how to get down in the street. And then you got to know, because we used to bring in a little bit of karate into our stuff. And we used to box. And I mean, all of it was sports for fun. You know what I'm saying? And now, I get together with some people when I can. It's not often because my life has changed so much. But when I get together, we all sit back and act like fools. And we kind of repeat like some stuff back when we were kids and sit down and have fun doing it. And we get the old school stuff. I don't know if y'all remember that popcorn that you used to be able to make on the stove, and it goes up into a big old cone like foil. I don't know if it was by Jolly, but we tried to get all of the old stuff and set the scene in the movie and the TV show and put on some old clothes from back in the days and come together as a crowd, and we be laughing and looking crazy. I don't know what, with shades on and big old crazy earrings, ugly lipstick, and just have a good old time. Jiffy Pop, damn it, I'm saying something else. Yes, and that popcorn, I still see it sometimes somewhere. I still see it, but it don't taste the same. Oh, she's going to let me leave too. All right, thank you so much for coming, Judy. And I know Bert ain't gonna last too much long because I know he probably got work tomorrow too. Thank you, Judy. I really appreciate you. I enjoyed you add and see how we all bring something to the table and enjoy each other. I thank you dearly, my dear, and I pray that you have safe whatever you're getting into. Because I be saying it to people, just like I said to somebody, well, have a nice weekend. They said, no, it's Monday for me. I forgot where they said they were from. Said 5 and below too, as a cheaper at Walmart. Oh, really? Oh, see, I didn't know that, because that's where I've been finding it at Walmart. I did not know that, because I liked that some of that stuff that they got from back in the days, and I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it, because I know y'all seen Red Hots and stuff around, but I finally found a good box of it that tastes like back in the days. Thank you so much for coming, Judy. Have a good one. Oh, you said it's bedtime for you, so night. Have a good night for you, my dear. Thank you for coming. The rest easy. I'm trying to think too. Is there other? I think there's another Judy on here that I haven't heard from in a while. I think she's not well. I'm not sure what it is because I know the last time I was talking with her, she said there was something going on with her brother. But I think there's something going on with her too. Good night, Judy. Remember they used to say good night and don't let the bed bugs bite. That was another old saying too. And I remember too with them crazy movies we used to watch too, Halloween and Candyman. Oh boy, that's just to name a few. See, all that stuff, I want to get something going with that. I want to have a little theater or something over here. Me too, Bert. I was getting ready. That's what I just said. Bert probably heading down too, and I'm getting ready to clock off. I got like two more people left. I'm gonna give them a little bit more support, and then I got to check it down too. I thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate you, bro. I'm telling you, remind me of somebody very special, and oh my gosh. Thank you, Bert, for everything, and I hope you have a blessed night and keep being the good dad that you are, the good person, man. You everything to all people. Oh, look, I got somebody else popping in here. Take it easy, bro. Have a good one, and I thank you so much for your time. That's my brother right there, man. You are something else. Peace out. That's another old saying we used to always say too, peace out. I still say it now, and that was from back in the days. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. Blessings to you, Bless. Hey, Sissy, how are you? We just winding down. We've been all turned up and having a good time. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping in. It's all good. Bless you, my dear. I got a few more people that I have that's still coming in, and then I got some other people that's still up doing lives. I got somebody that their live is going on 8 hours. Yeah, so how are you doing, Sissy? You off work? Yes, I'm soon coming to an end, a little more. I've been just chilling back and just winding down because I've been trying to change up how I do it and break it up, you know. Because I got so many different wonderful people that's in different time zones. So I've been trying to do a little piece here, a little piece there. And a lot of people are finally leaving off now. So I was going to wind down if nobody, you know, was here because everybody turning, you know, different time zone. Different time zones. So how's everything going with you, Sissy? That don't look right to me. Brother. Sissy. Let me see what she chat about. She says you're ending. I'm heading to bed. I will leave you running. Oh no, you don't have to, Sissy. If you're gonna lock off, I'm gonna lock off too then. You see, because I thought you was coming to chat up a little bit. But if you are going to chill down, I'm going to chill down too. And we definitely keep each other up in prayer. And we definitely will meet again because I tell you, Sissy, I come on here and I know a lot of people probably don't understand me, but I believe in God. And I talk about everything, though, in life, everything. And it is my pleasure to meet you, my sister in Christ, on this YouTube thing here. And I just like that we connect, and no matter how many people we see and what we got to do, we always keep in touch with each other. And I feel like this, the way we're all connected like this with all of our brothers and sisters around the world, this is oh gosh, a divine connection that God has created for all of us. Because, we all may come from different mothers and fathers, but we're all God's children, you know what I mean? So for us to meet like this is more than a dream come true. I was sitting here and I travel backwards and forth from, the States to the country. And I'm meeting a brother from Russia. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, I got somebody here from Japan. You see how God works? Right? Oh my goodness, isn't that nice, sissy? You see that? Don't say you're busy, but you see the one to come through? Hello from Japan. You see oh my gosh. You see, this is God's work, I'm telling you. This is God's work. He said my name, and see? Oh, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming from oh my God, Japan. I just had somebody here too from Paris. Oh my goodness, wow, that's God, that's God. Oh, yes ma'am, they sure do, and it's nice. It's nice to have that experience, you know what I mean? Respect everybody and wish everybody well, People will come and go, yes they will. And it's nice to experience that, different people coming from different places and forming together. Okay, sissy, thank you so much. I was going to lock off, though, but if you think I should just make it run, definitely can do that. I thank you so much, and I hope you get you some rest. And everything's good with you. Thank you, and take care of yourself, okay, sissy? Bless you. God bless you, I should say. Take care. So nice of you to pop by like that. And I think, sissy, do you have 2 different channels? Because I keep thinking, I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but Tillman or something like that. Is that you or somebody you know? It's a nice, very supportive channel. I didn't know if it was you or not, or somebody that you know. Let's see. I wanted to say hi to the last person that was there. Okay. Hello from Japan. How are you? TAN KKA. All right. Thank you so much for coming from Japan. How nice of you. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for your time. What's happening, brother? Oh, you just missed the crowd. Oh my goodness, Logan. We went in. So many of us over here. Rudini, Bert, Judy. We went back in the twilight zone of time. We started talking about all of the stuff back like Starsky and Hutch. All of them shows like that. Lever the Beaver. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we went in like old school and had a ball over here. And even if you could see in the chats, because you're probably busy and just popping in, man, we had a good time. And everybody brought something to the table from back in the days. And it was super amazing. You are awesome, brother. Oh, yes, bro. Thank you so much. Man, y'all some awesome people out here. And I love me some Tiger, too. That is my girl. I am so glad that she started coming by to say hi. She is so precious. And Jake and Red, too. All good people on here. We started talking about all kinds of stuff like the Three Musketeers. Do we remember that growing up? The Little Rascals. Electric Company, Zoom. I think we talked about this before too, me, you, and Maiden. but we hit some home runs here. We got into the candy, the clothes that we used to wear. My goodness, it was fun. Everybody just left not even 5 minutes ago. And I got somebody new here that says they're from Japan. Definitely night riders. And I'm so glad that you're feeling better, brother, because I know that back problem. Let me tell you, I got some folks that's dealing with, I have one friend that started having issues with her sciatic nerve, and she had to retire from work. It got so bad. I'm telling you, the back ain't, honey, when your back is messed up, because I struggle with some back stuff myself, so I know what that's like. Yes, I know that's right, brother. Yes, and look at the kids y'all had. Y'all just got together, honey, and did that thing. Y'all doing good. Beautiful family. He said, I know all about Tiger. That's why I married her. Yes. Isn't she good people? She's absolutely amazing. And I am so glad that I got a chance to meet both of you guys. He said, I know that's right. And I'm glad you're feeling better, though, because I know that with the back. Because I got, let me see. I got a friend that I met on here and other people I know that deal with the disc in their back. And all that fuse and all that. Ooh. Then I got somebody else on here. I'm trying to think of who it was. They said that their family members' ball joint in their hip is disintegrating. Oh, thank you, Bless. Thank you so much, my dear. So kind. I appreciate it. But yeah, that back thing. And you know, one thing I realized with the back, I'm not trying to judge or wish bad on everybody, but I don't know too many people, once you injured your back, it just seemed like it never gets the same. It never gets back the same. And I know with me, I remember the first time that I got hurt, and I've injured my back 3 times, and each time it always bothered the same spot, and they call it insult to injury. And it's been a mess. Nope, you can't do nothing else. You just got to find a way to deal with the pain. And, you know, and a lot of folks don't want all that surgery and stuff like that. Because I'm the same way. I keep it moving. But I tell you, it can have you laid out. And you can't do it too much about it because you start them surgeries. And a lot of times that don't work out. But I know I've been a mess with mine. I promise you. I promise you. And then I had some relief for a good amount of years. And it just started back probably in like the last year. And I don't want to keep all them surgeries and all that. I don't feel that that's for me. But I'll tell you, this little joker be kicking my butt. So I just try to get my mind right so that I can deal with it and keep going, you know. But I am glad that you are feeling better. Because once you start getting used to it, you kind of, you know, you got to go with the flow. A lot of stuff. And we were talking about here, me and your lovely wife and several other women, about menopause. I think Luna is so cute, Logan. Luna run that house. That's right. Let me see what he says. He said they need to figure out how to get our bodies to cure the problem instead of removing the problem. They need to fix it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And it don't do nothing but make more money for the doctors. Surgery, 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 fusing, this, that, rods, screws, plates. They do need to find out a better way. Just play it out. Man, that just played out. I know exactly what you mean on that. It seems like they need to invest in more things like that. Pay more attention to that kind of stuff than what they're doing, because I'm tired of all of this stuff. And there is some stuff out here. It's just that they seem to like to do it a certain way, you know, to make that money. That ain't no joke right there. I think so. They can do another surgery. They don't stop. Yeah, that's what that. See, that's what the part right there. That's what the whole game is about. Is to get you started. You know what I mean? Just like all of this different stuff too that is continuously going on, like when you have arthritis and that type of stuff. They want to keep on these shots, injection, and that keeps them billing your insurance, and that keeps the money going. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too, that it's just like, you know, you run from one problem to the next, and that insurance ain't no joke either. Just like what we were saying about the dentist, the same thing. Find a way to make sure that you don't keep on having to go through the same thing repeatedly. They don't care. They need to do something more with medicine and technology. Tiger. All this stuff got to take it down. This is too much stuff. I think you need to bring this stuff down earlier. Well, that's all the stuff on the bench. So I'll do it probably before I leave out. Got to be something better. Yeah. Easier. Yes, Logan. That's what I'm talking about. Why I said, honey, I don't know what the heck is going on here. But once you get caught out into certain stuff, it's a trap. I know so many people that got you know, dealing with different arthritis and things of that, and it's all that just keep getting cortisone shots, this shot, that shot, and it seems not to, you know, be, you know, it don't come to an end. Like we just, you know, you got to keep going. Once you get started with that, your body get used to it, and then you're off to the race. And you done just signed yourself up for something. Now your body done got used to it instead of trying something else. You know what I mean? No joke. And me too. I'm the type of person too. I don't like to take a lot of pills and stuff. They do not want that, you know, you start taking all them pills. And you know the thing too with all that, when you start with all that medicine, that ain't no joke. He said, yeah. He said, of course, oh boy, did it? Ooh. Have you ever heard of the gel shot? Because they started. We've been through that with the cortisone shot, and then they changed it over to the gel shots. He said that made it worse. That's a damn shame. I know, there's one lady here on YT. She has arthritis in both of her knees, and she had to have a total knee replacement. And they started her off first with the cortisone shots, then they went to the gel shots. A lot of guinea pigging and experiments. So where Tiger at? He said the shot worked for a little bit. Oh no, you said you felt worse after? Wow. Have anybody ever offered you the gel shot? Because they said that one, because I know with me, I've been through it. They said the cortisone shots, you get them every 3 months, but the gel shots, if you're going to be needing shots long term, the gel shot is better to get, and you only have to get those every 6 months. And they said that's a lot better than the cortisone. Oh boy. Ooh, oh boy, Logan. I hear you. Oh yeah, see that's another thing that a lot of people got to watch out for. Cause I met this woman, business wise, and me and her got to talking, and she was telling me that she was allergic to penicillin, and that she had to have a surgery, so they had to give her something else instead of the penicillin. But what they gave her had the same stuff in it as penicillin, and she almost died on the table. They had to call a cardiologist and everything. It damn near killed her from the reaction. Yes, a bad reaction. That's what happened to her. She had a bad reaction. Because they weren't supposed to give her anything with penicillin, but what they switched her to still had some of the components in it, compounds of penicillin, and she went in for a simple surgery and almost died because they didn't pay attention to one of the compounds in the penicillin was in the alternate medication they gave her. But man, this is all just trial and error. I tell you, once you start having problems, man, it just continues to get worse and worse. And I hate to see how folks have to suffer, you know? That's why I keep trying to tell people, you better, when you got your health, you better keep taking care of yourself. He said, it's amazing how people are selfish. You got that right. That's exactly what it is. That's why I always tell people, too. When you got your health, honey, you better pay attention to it because, honey, it can be snatched away from you. When you start having all kinds of medical problems, it changes everything. Everything. Because, you have all kinds of problems and pains and struggling trying to work and keep your health up. And one thing leads to another. And then before you know it, because I know those are some of the worst things to have with the body and stuff, like with your knees and your back. And I mean, there's so many hurting people on here. So many hurting people. And then I'll be thinking about it, and you know how when you're going through stuff and it feels bad and horrible, and then you look up and then you see somebody else doing something the same or worse than you. I know this one family right now, and 3 of them in the same family are going through cancer. 3 of them, and it's the mother and her son and daughter. And the brother is fighting 2 kinds of cancers. The daughter is fighting 2 kinds of cancer, and the mother has 3 cancers, and they're spreading. And all 3 of them required, all 3 of the mother's cancers in her one body all require a different kind of radiation. Yes, it does. A different radiation and a different chemo for all 3 cancers in one body. And with them having 3 people in the family with it at the same time. Cancer is bad, honey. I know about that too. Anything that we talking about right now, I know about all of it. All 3 of the things we talking about right now. I know about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Once you start all of that stuff like that, boy, and cancer is a mess too, because kids be having cancer. It's just all this is disgusting. horrible how, this can haunt you. You're out here, and and a lot of people is just really going through it real bad. And it's sad too, because a lot of kids, they go through it. There's some parts of our bodies that once they get injured, you're never the same again. I think anytime you break something, you're never the same again, It just gets worse and worse. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how to explain it, but we got so many things in this life to enjoy, but at the same time, man, boy, did we get tired of it. I just got to figure out, listen, how you got to figure out, what you can deal with and what you can tolerate, because a lot of this can't even be left in the doctor's hands. Pray that everybody gets some kind of relief, because we had some times where half of this stuff we ain't getting out of it. He says, I try not to worry about I can't control and focus on the ones I can. Yep, you have no choice, because if you lay around in that self-pity, it ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. But when you get up and go and do what you gotta do, you get through it a lot better, because I can't let it take me down either. I can't. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to have the mind over matter and just keep going and keep going, because when you lay back in misery and let yourself suffer, it just gets worse. You know what I mean? That never ends well. That's why I always tell people when they're not feeling well, you can lay down for a while when it's that bad, but get up and get around and start doing some stuff, because if not, it gets the best of you. You can't get caught slipping. You know what I mean? I know I can tell you with me, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to think of what on my body ain't messed up. And then, mental stuff as well, psychological stuff. So I done got hit. I always tell people I fell from the top of the tree and hit every branch going down. Yeah, if you don't move around, honey, you might as well forget it then. That's why I make sure that I work out on a regular basis. And that, if you're around the house chilling, get up and move around. Don't stay stuck in no chair too long. Switch up what you're sitting in, where you sit. Put your feet up sometime. I mean, there's a lot of things that can, help you get through it. But if you get lazy and stuck, honey, let me tell you, you definitely going to get worse, especially with aches and stuff. Because when you sit on it, you know what I mean? It just festers. And I know I got... 2 new people that I met on here that have arthritis in their hip, and they're going through it real bad. One person said though that she got a cortisone shot for her arthritis in her hip, and she said it don't bother her no more. So I don't know what everybody's tolerance or what's meant to happen, but honey, I got somebody with their whole the whole ball joint of their hip is disintegrating. And they gotta go to the hospice now. It ain't no joke. flipped up. He said, same as your mind if you... honey, let me tell you, you said that right. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to our mind, honey, you'll sit here and been ran yourself crazy. I'm telling you. You will sit here and run yourself crazy if you don't idle yourself when it comes to your mind, honey. Shit, that can be worse than the physical body. If you sit down there and let your mind get all kinds of ways, you'll sit there and go crazy. Oh, I know that's funny. I remember here just a couple of days ago. Last week, I sat back and was trying to think about some mess, and then I realized I had to think about what I was thinking about. Still figuring out this new. Oh, you got a new computer? It happens. But yeah, I know I was sitting here last week, and I felt myself kind of going into a slump of what I was thinking. You know, negative tried to take me over. And I said, not me. And I got up and I had to shake that mess off, because if not, I would have been all down and out. You know how that can work on you. I was about to get ready to get turned up, and I had to wake myself up. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. It says, yeah, it's better. Worse than others, yes. And the thing is, you got to pick your battle. Pick your battles. I'm going to be leaving out early. You ain't going out or doing nothing. Okay. I know with me, you know it's easy to get in the slump. You know, you just be sitting around, and it's so easy to let your mind go there and wander into a new, and just take it all the way out. A lot of times, you got to get yourself in a better state of mind, because if not, you get depressed real quick. I know a lot of times people don't realize that you don't have to have any mental health diagnosis to get yourself caught up in the funk. I said when I got feeling weird, I talked to Tiger. Each other's sounding board. I realized that not everybody has that. You got that right, and everybody don't. You got that absolutely right. Everybody don't. You hear me? You got that absolutely right. And it's good that y'all have that for each other, because, honey, it's easy to get caught slipping. I'm telling you, I know exactly what that's like. And a lot of people don't have folks that they can talk to, you know. So when you have somebody that you can, get it off on, honey, better do it and do it moving. Because if not, You can fall into a depression. A lot of people think that you can fall into depression because you have mental health disorders already, and no, that's not true. It can happen to you whether you don't. That sickness get on you like that. And boy, is it a nightmare. We have to be more careful. Y'all got a good relationship if y'all there for each other like that. And I mean, most couples should do that. You definitely are blessed, honey. Everybody ain't got that. I know so many people that when they don't have nobody to talk and all that negative stuff start happening to them, people are being brought to the edge. And you know, a lot of people don't like to admit the truth about a lot of stuff, or some people don't have anybody to talk to, and some people struggle with sharing that type of information. But I tell you what, when you keep it trapped up inside, man, honey, let me tell you, it'll take you somewhere you don't want to go. You'll be better off going to get some help or talking to somebody. And sometimes a lot of that kind of help that we need, it doesn't require somebody necessarily. And I'm not judging anybody, but some people don't need medication. You know, it may be just somebody to talk to. And then some people got other issues that require medication. You know, but some people do good just by having somebody to talk to lift that burden off of themselves, you know, and go from there. Because I know talking really does help. And then I know a lot of people that have went to talk to professionals, and they would have been better off if they were able to have somebody close around to talk to, because some people are not comfortable with talking to strangers, you know. Some people have some medical problems that they don't want to necessarily talk to a stranger or get on any medication, you know. They want to find different ways to manage. All right, Logan, it was good talking to you, and I just hung in there to talk with you a little longer because I was signing off. I had Bert and all of them left, and then I had one other friend of mine, well, I'll call her my sister. She came on blessed just before you, so I just hung in there because I was getting ready to log off. So I appreciate you coming. God bless you, and I thank you so much for your time. And you know I'm going to see you somewhere out here in these YouTube streets. Have a good night, and God bless you, bro. All right. Bye for now. It's been awesome. Here we go. Bam, bam. And blessed, I don't know if you're still there, but thank you so much for coming, my dear. And I definitely will see everybody on the next one. I'm going to log off in 1 minute. I just got to dry my hands off, so I won't touch this wet. Bye, bro. Thank you so much for coming, Reb. You missed the whole crowd. Everybody was here about 20 minutes ago. Bert, all of them. Rudini, everybody was hanging out, chilling. Logan was just there. I'm sorry you missed out, but I'm so glad you could stop by, and I hope you're doing good. And I can't wait till you have your next show. I wish you would have caught me earlier, because I touched base on a lot of stuff you talk about, And I'm definitely waiting on your next show that you're gonna put up.